Let's continue.
You okay?
Yeah, totally. Well, not exactly, but I can keep it down.
If you're sure.
Can you?
I know this is out of the blue, but did you think we'd survive this long?
I'm not sure. I do not know. I can't tell you how long I thought we last, but I figured I'd suddenly end up dead with the world suddenly going black around me. Maybe I was in the same headspace, honestly. Of course, I swore we all make it to day 100, but still, that doesn't mean I completely believe my own vow. And now that we are here, I feel like we can do this. I think we might just make it after all. If we can defeat Veshnas without losing anyone, if we can all return to the artificial satellite as friends, some of us remaining close, others drifting apart, it feels like just like a normal graduation is supposed to. In that case, how's your graduation project going? Think you'll have it done? Have it done in time? Yeah, I think I'll make it. I don't mean to sound so casual about it, but it should be done by the day after tomorrow. It's finally happening. By the way, when we're done making this, I think I might want to clearly define our relationship too. So the day after tomorrow, I think that'll be the final day of the Tsubasa chapter, so give it some thought. But you answer, I mean. Got it. It really is like graduation. We were preparing for the end of so many different things. The
Troops, it's time! It's the curtain will...
Thank you kindly for attending this meeting. Please take a seat.
Pardon me.
Pardon me?
I brought you here today for our 4th meeting to discuss your romance with Tsubasa.
What happened? Why are you being so formal? It's like the beginning all over again.
Come on, you big silly. We only have few days left. Makes me feel like we really got to keep this dignity it deserves. Get to sit up straight and get serious, yeah, no. So that's why. Give me a second, Reno. It's like so touching. This must be how parents feel seeing their kids grow up. Or maybe like teacher for the students. Maybe like, what do you mean? Princess has changed so much, don't you think? It's so rude of me to say this, but her basic attitude was always defeatist and scared. She seemed like the type to tap out instead of fighting for what she wants, right? But now she doesn't want to give up on either becoming stronger or her romance with you. Squeal! It's so wonderful. What's getting into you? But well, I agree, she's changed for the better. Oh, my son so detached. You changed her, Takumi. She changed because of you. Come on. It's absolutely true. You should be proud. Your relationship with her changed her for the better. And changing her means to change the world. The world? Now you're exaggerating. Okay, true. Anyway, do you know how you're going to respond to her confession? Just kidding. I won't ask you to be so insensitive anymore. I know you'll be thinking about it until the final hour. Yeah, you're right. But still... Thank you. Yeah, what's this all of a sudden? Are you unlocking a secret route? Well, aside one of your options without even ever realizing it? No, but... You've been a huge help, Moko. If you hadn't run this game for us, I doubt things would have worked out so nicely. I think everyone involved has gotten a lot of encouragement from you. Also, this is why I feel like a teacher close to graduation.
Oh.
Just say my tears for the ceremony. Kutemoko was trying to keep it light to hide her embarrassment, but it wasn't all jokes. You knew that a small part of her wanted to cry. Okay, then see you later, teacher. Yeah, don't forget, it's another one till it's over.
True. You'll only you got.
Let you do it. Tsubasa murmured as she tightened the final screw. Is it done now? Yep, so long as it runs. We'll test it right away, so do you wanna watch? Yeah, of course. Okay then. Tsubasa plucking the cord extending from the engine into something that looked like an electrical box. Here it goes. She hovered her finger over a switch on the box and started to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She flicked the switch. Huh? No way. Yeah!
It works!
That's incredible! This means you did it, right?
Yep! It was a huge success! Thank you! It's all because of you, Takumi.
You're welcome.
Come on. Actually,
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah?
it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah. I feel like I might start tearing up.
Finally, Tsubasa had defeated her old self. She had bravely taken on the challenge to see if this time she had the skill to complete the project. Now victory was all hers. Congratulations, Tsubasa. I'm feeling proud, and it wasn't even my project. Why is that? Don't ask me, Takumi. But I think you know why my fight isn't over yet. Yeah. So just go for it and confess. Yeah.
Then here goes. I feel like I'm just stating the obvious here, but I like you. I like you so much.
Thank you.
When I'm with you, I feel so
Thank you.
calm, like I do when I'm with my grandpa. But the more time I spent with you, the more my feelings turned romantic. And the more I liked you, the worse my nausea got. But I didn't want to give up. I wanted to hold on to my feelings for you and overcome my weakness. So, I really like you. Please go out with me!
Tsubasa Kawana. She lacks self-confidence, but she makes up for it with her incredible work ethic. Being around me makes her nauseous. It's a testament to how much she cares for me. The way I feel about Tsubasa is... the way I feel. I accept. Tsubasa, I like you too. Oh, please go out with me.
Are you sure? I don't have anything to offer compared to everybody else. And I get sick when we're together.
That doesn't matter to me.
I like you, Tsubasa. Something wrong?
Your chest is more muscular than I thought.
Really?
I'm just messing with you. Trying to hide my embarrassment, I guess. What I really meant to say is... I like you more.
Well. No, I like you the most. That would have made for a pretty childish answer, right? Instead of answer, I look at Tsubasa's knuckle up to my chest. At the same time, she looked back at me. Yay! I thought about the dream. And I could tell she was thinking about it too. As if we were following the script, we moved in closer. Suddenly paused and asked her, how's your nausea? Now that you mention it, I don't feel anything. It's all better now. Just like that seems too good to be true.
I don't know. Maybe it's the power of love?
Oh, come on.
More importantly, we were about to kiss, right?
More importantly. Huh.
She was right. That was what mattered in the moment. Was it because I already done it in a dream? I was supposed to be my first kiss, but it didn't feel that way. I felt like I finally came on back to the place where I was always meant to be. Like the future that was always meant for me had finally become my reality. What if Tsubasa should have come early in anticipation of this? My first kiss tasted like strawberries. Dream Come True 3. That is 56. Sorry, Tsubasa. I just don't feel the same. Right, I see. I mean, it makes sense. Who wants a girl who peeks all the time? It's not it. That's not it at all. I just...
You just don't like me back? Sorry. That was really mean of me.
Is everything alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. When I could see, she was anything but I didn't change anything. It was out of my hands. Fully and completely. Thanks for all the memories, I guess. This is the end of our time together, but Takumi, I'll never forget you for the rest of my life. Thank you. Okay, well, this is really the... Sorry, I was hoping I would be able to keep it together while we said goodbye, but don't worry about it. I don't want to look any worse in your eyes, so can we call it here? Sure thing, I'll get going then. See you. Yeah, bye. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, it would have been easier just to not do it, but... Oh, did you forget something? Oh. My deepest condolence. Come on, Kyoshika, you didn't die or anything. Now that works, I feel that inside anyway. What you come here for anyway? We're here for you, we know your pain after all. I appreciate that, but I'm not really in the mood to talk to anybody right now. It's okay, we don't need to use words. What do you mean?
Well, how do you like it? This is the luxurious massage technique of the All Suzuki family. You're experiencing the Shoulder Blade Ripper. Forget your shoulder blades. You probably feel like your whole mind's getting ripped out.
And this is the Magadori ultimate finishing move. Sotenkeiken Splitter of Scapulae. I banish these stiff muscles.
Okay.
This actually feels a little too good. You call those stiff muscles? They melted in our hands like putty. Pathetic!
But Lady Kurata, the spirit of the soreness lives on. The vestiges of it linger deep inside.
Destroy it! Leave nothing behind!
Just hold it.
Hi-ya! I'm giving 120%!
Me too. My heart meter is max.
It's so relaxing.
Relaxing.
It only feels this good because you worked so hard in the first place, Lady Tsubasa.
You're holding a lot of tension. You must have been very nervous when you confessed. Oh, is the pleasure bringing you to tears? I'm even better at this than I thought.
You're stuck with us until your whole body is soft and pliable. Have at you. Cry and wail to your heart's content until the deed is done.
Ah.
It's just charged.
What's happening again? I was unconsciously trying to go back to my routine, but I didn't need to go see Tsubasa anymore. I didn't regret not choosing her, just like I didn't regret not choosing Kurara or Kyoshika. I wasn't meant to choose her. To lie to myself and say I liked her when I didn't. That would have been disrespectful to not only Tsubasa, but Kurara, Kishika, and Moko too. I did the right thing, but... There's that ticking again. It sounded like it was urging me to hurry. It was mockingly trying to tell me it wasn't too late to change my mind. Unable to take me any longer, I quietly removed the batteries. And yet, in the back of my mind, I could still hear that damn ticking.
Good kid.
All right, let's get to it. Our final interview.
First off, I want to say thank you for your hard work. Honestly, I never dreamed you would take this so seriously, Takumi. Juggling preparations for our defensive battles and the roller coaster of romance. The sense of some responsibility knowing you had to respond to these girls' feelings. Must have been a lot. Well, I'm definitely exhausted. But I never regret this game so long as I live. Feel truly blessed to have been your game master. But still... What was that dream all about anyway? Right, I started our game because we interrupted the dream to win me and one of the girls in it was destined for you. But now we just have to wonder what it really meant. It's fair to say that you chose this outcome, right? Outcome? I mean, if you'd chosen one of them, that dream would have tied you to her, and everything else would have just been an obstacle to your rightful destiny. That's at least one way to interpret things, right? In that sense, you have decided the dream was nothing more than a dream. I see. Seemed like you're just quibbling over semantics, but she had a point. What was that dream all about anyway? I'm the reason I'm sitting here without any answers. Anyway, the reason you chose this situation is because you didn't fall in love, right? You rejected those girls because you didn't like them like that, right? Or could it be that despite how many times you have denied it, you really do like Nozomi after all? Do I have feelings for Nozomi? Sure. Yeah, I constantly denied that my feelings for her were romantic, but who was I fooling? I like Nozomi. I see. I really wish you'd say something sooner. Then I could have changed the game or stopped it or something else even. I'm sorry. I only realized myself because you asked just now. I was like, yeah, I really do like Nozomi. So we don't need to screw around on what ifs. Sorry. Why would you be sorry, Moko? I feel like I might have caused you to repress your feelings with this little game. Come on. That could be true, but there's no sense in bringing it up now. The game might have repressed my feelings, but it was on me to figure them out now. You don't need to worry.
No.
Well, if you insist, then no, I won't. Please don't. What are you gonna do now? What am I gonna do? What about your feelings? It's already day 98. Win or lose, our time here will be over after our next defensive battle. You okay with not telling her how you feel and not confessing? But what is there to confess? I hardly spent time with anyone other than the contestant in the game this whole 100 days. I barely spent any time with Nozomi. You're saying there's no point in telling her because she definitely would say yes? I mean, that's an uncharitable way to put it, but yeah. You're so uncultured, Takumi. All three of those girls told me something after they confessed to you. That they were glad they told you how they felt, even if you turned them down. But one of them said they wouldn't have said anything if they knew they wouldn't end up with you. That's what I think. Every heart in love wants to express itself. Of course, there are beautiful feelings of affection that are never confessed, but I'm certain that the hearts they belong to wanted to share them. What does your heart say, Takumi? Are you sure it's not picking you to tell Nozomi? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why I brushed off the question. My feelings for Nozomi were yearning to be revealed to her. I am yearning to tell her how I feel, but... By the way, just this once, I don't think you have to worry about upsetting her, okay? She's just as good as a person as you are, Takumi, and surprisingly, I'm open-hearted. Thank you. I stood up and after thanking her, where are you going? Is it obvious to find Nozomi? Right, good luck out there, soldier.
Hey.
If I die out there, please pick up all of my bones. Yeah, trust your girl, Moko.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Nozomi,
I need more than anyone what I need to say, but the words just weren't coming. The feelings I wanted to express so badly were trapped in my throat.
Is it something that's difficult to talk about? Should we try again later?
Actually...
It's the first time experiencing being on this side of a romantic interaction. I had no idea how terrifying it was to express these feelings to someone. Kurara, Kyoshika, Tsubasa, all three had managed to overcome that terror to tell me. Finally understood them, but it was too late. And that understanding nearly brought me to tears. Through stinging eyes, I spoke.
Nozomi... I
probably don't need to tell you what her response was. She apologized and explained that things were too sudden for her. We had to start as friends. We saw these 100 days and got back to the satellite. We go out somewhere, so at least I succeeded in lining that up for myself at day 101. It's okay in the temporary ending to my life of romance. I calmly accepted how everything had ended because it was so logical. But I was still glad I told her. My heart really did want her to know how I felt. How I feel? 57. No, I don't. I don't like Nozomi in a romantic way. But then why? Kurara, Kyoshika, and Tsubasa are such good girls. Wait, I know. You realized your feelings for one of them after you rejected them, didn't you? I knew it. That's the exciting development you were hoping for, right? What the? Again? No. No, that's not it. And what is it? It's just how things went. I didn't end up liking anyone romantically, so I didn't choose anyone. Am I weird or some kind of monster? No way, that's just the human heart. There's nothing weird about liking or not liking someone. Honestly, it was exhausting. No regret starting this game, but I'm tired. Once I came out and said it, it was like the dam had broken. I couldn't stop the words from coming out. Honestly, this whole time I've been thinking, playing protagonists in the romance game while fighting invaders is completely insane. I had bigger things to be doing. How could I possibly sort out my feelings in a situation like this? Sakumi. Just like, completely wore me down. It sapped my soul and my time. I took everything I had out of me. Why do I always have to be the one making decisions? It's so tiring, it's exhausting to reject someone's feelings like that. I don't want you to bite your tongue off, so grit your teeth for me, okay? Why? Ah!
Where am I?
Oh, you're finally up. You're in my room.
Huh? What am I doing here?
That doesn't matter. Just keep your mind empty and stop thinking for a while.
But I can't do that.
It's okay. No one will blame you for taking a little break. You did great. You worked really, really hard.
What's a shame? I hurt those three girls because I don't even understand my own feelings. What's wrong with me?
Oh my, are you tearing up? Oh, rest your head in my lap, okay?
Yeah.
There. You've been through so much. I'm just saying. Maybe there's a future out there where you choose me.
What? A future where I choose Moko? What is she saying? Then again, does it even matter? Right now, honestly, I just don't want to think anymore. Consolation? It's another one. Jesus, we are getting a lot. Nice. 58. I guess we're going back. Yes. Oh my god, knew it. I love all spins in the end, no matter what. Okay, oh my god. Then who do you like? Who are you going to choose that at the absolute final hour? Well... Who are you going to date? All three! All three, baby! Like all three of them? Excuse me? I can't pick just one of them. I only realized it after my experience with all of them. I like all three of them equally. I want to be with all three girls. Have you lost your mind? I refuse to accept such a disloyal decision. I heard everything. Now said Sir Takumi. What? What are you talking about? We've been talking amongst ourselves too. We were wondering if you'd be okay with the four of us being together. And after our discussion, we came here to propose the idea to you. Right as we arrived, we heard you proposing a similar idea and Moko was berating you for it. I'm certain that Dream was hinting that this was in our futures. Are you guys sure about this? Yes. We're sure this is the best decision for us. No one will get hurt and we all get what we want. It's the only way to do it. Although Sir Takumi's physical and mental burn will be 3 times as great. Well, someone as amazing as Takumi shouldn't have any problem with that, right? Yeah, of course. I always subconsciously believed this was the best outcome. I just don't realize it was an option because of the social norms and ethics that I've been raised with. Bring it on, I love you all three of you. The power of our romance will soar to 300%. I've been defeated. I had no idea your love was so big and twisted. Because I have to re-evaluate my sense of what's normal. I'll retain my heart with this newfound realization. And in the end, we were happy. We defeated Veshtis without losing anyone and returned to the artificial satellite. There, the four of us built a happy family together. Of course, none of us had any precedent for a family like this, so we fought and argued sometimes, but what we did have to guide us was our unwavering love. So long as our love never dies, I know the four of us can overcome any difficulty. How? What? Why am I on the ground?
How could you suggest something as slimy as dating all 3 of them? You don't understand their feelings at all.
It's a fake.
You can't make a mockery of these things, you know? Not love. Not a young girl's heart. I won't let you disrespect them.
Damn, it was an old dream. God damn it. Leaving the tree. $59. I don't know.
Hey!
Still don't know. You don't know? I know it's against the rules to ask, but I want to think on it some more. This is in the end. Who do I like? Who do I want to be fair to be with? I want to spend more time with them until I can figure it all out. So I want to keep this going on the satellite when these 100 days are over. If they're okay with it, that is. What? Nothing? I think that's fine. You're right, Takumi. It might sound crazy coming from me when I make the rules, but love is in the game. It will mean everything to those involved, so you should be willing to risk everything and keep moving forward. Find your one true love. My one true love. Thank you, I feel more determined now. That's good. Well then, I better not waste any time. What are you going to do? I want to talk to all 3 of them right now. I'm the only one who wants this. I'm sure all of them will agree to it. They all like you so much that they're not going to let getting rejected one stop them. I hope that's true. Oh, one last thing. If they all turn you down, come see your girl Moko. Lucky for you, I'm single and ready to mingle. You gotta think about that. Told Kurara, Kyushika, and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria so we could talk, while they were confused by my suggestion at first. How beautiful, but if you insist, I guess I don't mind hanging out again. I'm all for it. Next time I'm going to capture your heart through your stomach, Sir Takumi. I mean too, honestly, I still have a lot of unresolved feelings, so I feel like having future plans will motivate me in our last battle. Thank you. They're really such great girls. Need to win this so I can enjoy a future with them. We need to win this. At last, the fated 99th day had come in the place of the usual. Okay, yeah. Guess we have to fight. She's here. I was strangely calm. I wasn't frightened or excited. I already made my mind up long ago. Okay, here goes. Let's see if this on the monitor. Are we going to have to wait and see then? She's playing with us, drawing this whole thing out. Everybody, are you ready? This is our final battle. For my final act, I'll crush that vermin and spray her brain matter and viscera everywhere. Let's go. We're going to become the heroes of humanity and earn that sweet, easy life. Nervous, but I refuse to die in a place like this. I'm going to live on and do all the things I've always wanted to do. This last time I get to bully these invaders, I'm going to have fun defeating all of Hell's favorite little demon prince. It's okay, we're going to win. I just saw it in vision. Give my worthless, filthy life for all of you who were kind enough to befriend a creepy piece thing like me. This is the last unwanted kill I will have to go through. After this, I can focus on murdering only the ones that... This feels the same. Bum bum.
That's...
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the I shall.
Okay.
Bow down.
You better get a good taste.
What you're feeling right now is
The power of our love!
Here we go, everybody! Get her!
Get her! You did it! You beat her, right? Congratulations, everybody. All that's left to do is wait for Dayharu tomorrow. Thank God humanity's wishes finally are granted. This is the end of our thrilling school experience and nobody even died. No, I want to do over. Where's the reset button? Cut it out. We're finally done fighting. I think this calls for celebration. I don't think so. You're a nuisance when you're drunk. Why don't we eat something sweet? Oh, that's a great idea. A tired mind and body needs sugar. And that settles it. Talk about everything that had happened so far and about what tomorrow would bring over cake. Cake has never tasted so sweet.
an omnidirectional special.
We headed back into the schoolyard when Day 100 came. In front of us was...
So this is attack mode. Quite the weapon.
That thing's gonna launch some kind of crazy attack when it counts down to 0, huh?
We just hop in the escape pod and say goodbye before then. A fine plan if you ask me.
Knowing this is the end, yeah, it's a little sad in a way. Graduation isn't the goal, it's the first step of a new journey. What are you talking about? That a wise saying from a great master. It's a Moko original right there. I wanted to say something impressive at the end. Could swear I heard it somewhere before though. Whoever said it, they're right. This was the end of our 100 days, but our lives would begin anew after. Our life after day 101, which we so desperately fought for.
Hey! Pervert sword girl! Keep away from Takumi!
Lady Kurata, you must stop looking at Sir Takumi like a maiden in love yourself.
Hey, you two! Be nice to each other! This is the end, you know?
Are you trying to act all mature and unbothered for Takumi? You won't get away with this!
Come on, that's not it.
But she's right. We should get along for now. We worked so hard. We're the Takumi Lovers Club after all.
I get what you're trying to say, but I don't know about that name.
Ugh, who raised you to have such terrible naming sense?
It's embarrassing to me too, so let's not go with that one.
What? But it's such a cute, great name. Even if you tried to force me, I shan't change it.
Ugh, stop! We'll come up with a new one in the pod.
Right! We have plenty of time!
Plenty of time? Who would I pick as our time unfolded? Thinking about it 3 times my stomach in knots, but I'm happy to have the luxury to feel that kind of pain. I might even go as far as to say I love it. Graduation day. 60 endings, baby. $60 endings. 40 endings to go. Damn. Damn. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Don't kiss Hiruko, alright. Whether she was joking or not made no difference. This was the one order I wasn't willing to follow. Couldn't kiss Hiruko, not with the way I felt about Karua or Nozomi for that matter. Still wasn't sure whether those two were the same person or not, but when I thought about them, I knew I couldn't go through with this. So I didn't. I didn't say or do anything. She didn't speak either. We both sat there in silence, gazing at the undying flames flickering in the distance. After what seemed like a long time, Hiruko finally broke the silence.
You didn't think I was serious, did you? Honestly, you're just as naive as ever.
A faint smile played across her lips for a moment, then she abruptly got to her feet. She left without saying another word. I didn't have a chance to stop her and was left all on my own. Once again, Hiruko had avoided telling me the truth. All of a sudden, she seemed so fragile, so vulnerable, like if I called out to her now, she might disappear completely. Despite all that, I think I finally had my answer. Just that Hiruko said I was as naive as ever. It's a weird way to talk about someone you're only known for 9 days. Those words along with everything else that had happened were starting to add up. Hiruko was like me. She was the same Hiruko that started out here in this timeline.
She's also a time traveler.
Wow!
Wow. What the? Hello, this is a supplemental broadcast. Another announcement about celebrating your milestone out of the classroom. Things you don't get anything special today. This is time to train extra hard, okay? Training hard. I thought I'd be making time for that today. I had something much more important to deal with. Namely picking things up where I left off with Hiruko. She blown me up again last night. I was getting tired of this. This day I get the truth out of her. Of course, just saying it was one thing. Do I actually do that though? I think I refused to carry out Hiruko's final order. That meant our deal was off. But I tried this straightforward approach. She only blown me up again. But what else I can do? It sounds like such a cliche, but maybe I could give her a present. Nothing special, something that would show her I really care and get to her not to trust me. The problem is, can't think of anything that would move Hiruko that much. I thought about it a while longer, but still didn't come up with anything. So I just have to ask the others. So after breakfast, I set out to ask around and try to figure out what to get Hiruko. Alright, who should I talk to first? Strange room. Oh yeah. Well, look at me. I've been thinking about when you visited me a while back and said you're alive. Been trying to figure out what you could have experienced to make you say that and what. You really want to know? Yeah. Get me out of here. I promise I'll tell you then. But that was just another ruse, huh? Was it though? I assure you it's a very convincing theory. As if anyone would fall for that, I glared at A2 for a moment in silence. You did let me out. I could be useful in other ways too. I could access your advisor, help you out with any little things you don't want anyone else to knowing about. Not interest. You're the one who's visiting me. Why are you even here if not to hear what I have to say? I came here for ideas on how to get through to Hiruko. Don't if I didn't know anything useful, he was the last person I wanted to get help from. Don't look at me like that. I might just have to tell you everyone about the other thing, you know. Which other thing? But you're coming from the future, you still haven't told them about, have you? I'm kidding, I won't do that. It's a secret between you and me. And a secret this important isn't something you blur out in the heat of the moment, no. I'm saving it for the right moment. Suddenly I noticed something sticking out of A2's pocket. I darted forward, reaching in and pulled it out. What's this? Can't you tell it's a balloon? Not just any balloon either, it's made of a special kind of rubber that makes it extra sturdy. I stare at the balloon in my hand trying to piece some things together. You can have it if you like, there's plenty more where that came from. Shoved it into my pocket and left. Interesting. Hey! So before timing, can I put you in the Cobra twist real quick? Right, you didn't. So what are you even doing here? What is there to do in a gym besides wrestling? There's tons of stuff. It's okay, I get it. You come to interrogate me about that thing, right? Well, it's true. I opened the valve for the fountain in the courtyard that way. What about it? You saying that could have had something to do with how Ato escaped? Didn't say anything about anything yet. This sounds like it could be important though. Can you tell me some more about that? Was yesterday really early in the morning. I said 1 AM Monday night. I felt really hot and I couldn't sleep, so I went for a little walk in the courtyard. Then I ended up talking to Ato. You wonder even just how high that fountain over there can reach. Or you'd be good enough to turn it up for me. Once he mentioned it, I got curious too. I opened the valve and the water started shooting up like a huge geyser. You just left it like that? Yeah, Ato asked me to say it. Watching it would help him sleep. But that really sounded suspicious. I wasn't sure what it meant yet, but I felt like I should remember it for later. Right now, I had to focus on Hiruko. I switched gears and asked Moko if she had any idea what she might like. She thought for a moment before answering. I don't know how much this will help, but she once told me she likes stuff that comes in sets of 3 colors. 3 colors? Yes, stoplights, sport medals, that kind of thing. Even wine that's got red, white, and rose. Oh, and another thing. Moko reached into her hood and pulled something out. Shansho coupon. It's 3 flavors in 1 bun. I got it from the cafeteria. I was gonna eat later, but I got plenty more. You can have this one. I had no reason to say no, so I took the bun and left. Mr. Undisturbed, the crime scene. Mr. Sumino, the world's greatest mystery solving twins are working a case here. A case. It's obvious they're sad or scandalous Aotsuki disappearance for short. Why is the short version longer? Did you find any clues? No, not yet, but there's one thing that's interesting. So, did you notice anything strange about the courtyard when we came here last night? No, not really. The ground was damp, the whole place was soaked. There are a lot of plants here, so there's a lot of moisture around, but it was a lot wetter than usual yesterday. It's like the courtyard had been doused by a sprinkler or something. Didn't notice that at all, but what's it got to do with the sad case? That's the question we aim to answer during this investigation. The ground in the courtyard was wet, it's weird, but I got other things to worry about. I asked him and Kako for ideas on what might make Hiruko open her heart to me. To their credit, the two of them gave the matter some serious thought before answering. Sorry, I never really spoken to Hiruko all that much. Me neither, I don't think I can tell you anything useful. That's too bad. Here, maybe this will make up for it. Kako reached into her pocket and took out something. What's this? It's a piece of poop. What? Just kidding, it looks like some kind of animal fossil to me. Couldn't tell you what kind of animal it was though. We found it while we were looking for Ato before. Looks rare, doesn't it? Here you go. While waiting for a reply, Kako pressed a strange fossil into my hand. Well, I had no reason to refuse to take it, and I figured that might come in useful for something later on. Scooby, are you here to help me train? I'm still so weak, I feel like I might keel over if an invader just look at me hard enough. Sorry, but there's something else I want to talk about. I told you about my quest to get information. Something that will make Hiruko open her heart. Well, I can think of one thing. South Reno.
Huh?
Like plastic? Yeah, like a doll made from soft Reno, although doll isn't really the right word. Maybe Pika would be better. It's not just the human-shaped one she likes after all. Hiruko, tell that yourself. That's right, she used to collect them back in the complex. Sadistic ice cream like her secretly being passion toy collector. It's kind of cute, don't you think? Those are some surprisingly strong terms coming from Shoma. Speaking of toys, about 2 days ago, Ato asked me for something. I just remember now, and it might have something to do with how he escaped. What did he ask you for? Some sturdy rubber balloons. Empty ones, of course, not already inflated. There were about 100 of them. 100. Ato using the Giftomatic and gave them to him that morning along with his breakfast. He said he wanted them to help strengthen his diaphragm and improve his lung capacity. I didn't believe that was all there was to it, of course. But I didn't see how it could hurt, so I gave them to him anyway. He's planning something! Something that would touch Lady Hiruko's heart. I'm not sure how useful this would be, but I believe she likes cats. Cats. You know, fairy creatures that go meow. She had a pet bat one back in the complex. She admires their independence, their ability to work at night, and their hunting habits. Apparently they remind her of herself that way. Cats, huh? If I may, I've been wondering about Sir Ato. Do you really think he could have broken out of his cage without any assistance? Something bothering you about that theory? Maybe nothing, but something curious happened 2 days ago. On the night of day 8. After we all assembled in the cafeteria, and I heard there was to be no post-battle celebration. I wandered into the courtyard to get some air. While I was out there, I heard a voice coming from the animal pens. It was Sir Ato, of course. He requested that I close the train in the corner of the grounds. That sound of the water was keeping him awake. You know, prisoner deserves a humane treatment. I thought it couldn't possibly do any harm. So you did it? Yes. I don't see how it could have any bearing on his escape, but I thought I should mention it. I think this is all I'm going to learn for now. I don't know if I may any closer to winning Hiruko over, but at least I know more about her interest now. So if I want to give her a present, a window figure of a cat should be the way to go, but not just any cat. There's one more important detail that I learned, and that's... So I can be the 3 colors, in other words, a calico. Alright, I better head over to a Giftomatic and whip up a calico cat figure. Okay, it's done now. Just have to give it to Hiruko. It took me a while to figure out where Hiruko was. Sometime after sunset, someone told me they'd seen her going into her room, so I hurried over there. Man, I need to have a bathroom break. Give me a sec. What are you doing here? Haven't you heard of knocking? Sorry, I have something for you. What? I don't know if it's your kind of thing or not, but I hadn't the Calico Cat figure to Hiruko. I don't understand. It's a present for you. I thought you might like it. Because stare at the little plastic figure and tears filled her eyes. Wait, tears? To prepare for this, I didn't think she'd like it that much. It's not possible. What do you mean? You could possibly have known. By what? She didn't reply, but slipped the cat figure into her pocket. There's more going on here than I realized, but I gotten through to her. That much was clear. Using my advantage, I'd look into her eyes and ask again. Hiruko, please, tell me the truth about you. Oh, what the? Persuasion time. It's been a while. What is this? You just suddenly giving me a gift?
Are you trying to buy me over with material goods?
That's not it.
Come on, that's not what I'm doing at all. Ah!
Just want to express myself to you. I thought it would help you understand that I'm acting in a good faith, or that you at least see how serious I am.
Anyway, a promise is a promise.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't really follow what you're saying. Oh, then so be it. Although,
Well, there is something on my mind.
what is it?
Oh? What is it?
What? Let me just ask this. Why would you give me something like that to me? A Calico Cat figure.
What made you pick this?
But
to
you
give
liked
to me?
it.
It's like I told you before.
And somehow knew you'd liked it.
Oh.
See, it's true. I do like Calico toys. Being totally honest with you, I was happy you gave it to me.
But
See?
how? How did you know? My fondness for soft vinyl figures. You couldn't possibly have known about
You
that.
told me yourself.
Well, Hiduko, you told me yourself.
Huh? Ask Yoshika's show my Moko about you, but that was just an excuse. Knew long before I asked any of them. I swear it. The fact that you like cats and collect Calico toys, like I said, I remember you telling me yourself. But how could you? No, that's impossible. It's just to be some kind of mistake. But I guess you have my thanks for the Calico toy.
Thank you.
Glad you liked it. No need. Ay. What did you just say just now? What do you mean by that's impossible? Never mind, don't worry about it. How am I supposed to? I told you it's some kind of mistake.
There's no way you could have known.
I do know.
I do know.
I know all too well. What is it you think you know exactly? All the pain and suffering you've been through?
Watch your mouth. Are you insane?
I'm not.
You've been isolated all this time.
Shouldering this burden alone, isn't that right? Stop it. I guess. There's something weighing you down. I want a piece of that burden. No, not just a piece.
Listen to me, Hiduko. All of the pain and suffering you're feeling,
I'll share it with you.
I'll share it with you.
Takumi.
Hiduko, we can build a new future. One where nobody has to die. A future where we all make it to day 100 with a smile. Not just day 100, day 101, day 102, and every day after that too.
That's
Let's
right.
create a
Hello
future where
there,
we can live
Thomas.
happily forever. But if
Hiya,
we're going to make that
papaya.
happen, you need to tell me everything. So please, tell me, Hiruko.
So we can make the perfect future that we all deserve together.
So we can make the perfect future that we all deserve. Together.
I got 60 endings. I got 40 endings to go, Thomas. 40 endings. I'm so close. Getting closer by the time. Persuasion complete. Nice. Takumi, are you sure you can handle it? The truth is a lot more cruel than you think, and once you hear it, there will be no going back. Are you prepared for that? Do you still want to know? Yeah, I see. And you didn't kiss Hiruko. I did kiss Hiruko. I already did that route. The romance fucking route. I already did it. It has been done. Yes, I'm sure.
Oh.
Alright, I'll tell you. But promise me one thing first. Whatever you might learn, don't let it destroy you. I looked her into her eyes again. Okay, I promise. Hugo seemed to accept my resolve. Then she abruptly left the room and laid me outside. What are we doing out here? Want us to see the satellite? Hugo looked up in the night sky where the pale, shimmering artificial satellite hung in the void of space.
It's so far away from us. Almost impossibly far. It looks so big. So close. Like we could reach out and touch it. But we'll never actually get there. Or more accurately, we've never got there. Even after everything we've tried, it's always just out of reach.
Everything we've tried?
Probably figured this out already, but I'm a time traveler just like you. I hesitated for a moment, then nodded. But this isn't a one-time only thing. I lived through these 100 days countless times. Every time things play out a little differently and create all kinds of new problems. I have experienced all those variations, all the branching timelines that result from the different choices we make. That's why I've been able to tell when the next attack is coming, among the other things. And all of this doesn't just apply to me. There's someone else. And that's you, Takumi. Huh? You also experienced our 100 days here countless times before. What's she talking about? I was so confused, I blurted out the first thing that came into my head. That can't be right. This is only my second time here. No, it's not. You've been through this just as much as me, over and over again in an endless loop. Even now, this is only the most recent in a long series of 100-day cycles. You just can't remember the others. No, it can't be.
Strictly speaking, neither of us are time travelers in the way you think we are. This isn't a matter of us leaping back in time. It's more that we're trapped in a time loop.
Time loop.
That goes for me, and you too. You're the same as me, Takumi. You're not a time traveler. You're a time looper.
Looper! What the? What do you mean story lock? You have around story lock 1, you will not be able to progress without meeting certain conditions. Try exploring other branches for now. Oh my god! Rich endings 34, 36, 72, and 76 reach story lock 3. What the fuck? It's locked! I guess I can't do that, huh? Damn. Well, fuck. Damn, I was so excited about that. I wanted to know more about that fucking... Oh, man. I guess we're gonna have to kill Eito then. We're gonna kill Eito, baby! We are going to kill Eito. I can't even do this fucking route. That is such a fucking shame, you know? I'm so sad about it. Well, it's the time that we kill Eito now. That's right, just like the Undying Flame Boy said, I came back so I could change the future. If I let Eito live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life here and now. Well, shit.
I guess I've got no choice. This is it. You're finished.
This is it. So I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. Finally made it to the rooftop and I saw them there as if they had been waiting for me. What's going on with you, Sumina? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? I mean, you didn't want to see Aotsuki looking like that. You have nothing to worry about, Sumina. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He's trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. That's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You are Savior, the hero who saved mankind, so you don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. Perhaps I should say he strayed off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. Maybe true that Eito committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi. But he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? He executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change, I believe so at least, but you didn't give him the chance. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Huh? You think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat. I clenched my fist and practically barked my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into the corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this to myself over and over again.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. But why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But
you give me the chance. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Eito, now a blackened lump of flesh, staring at me hatefully. My eyes flew open. I was scared so much as a blink. I focused on my breathing and the only sound in the room. I spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time.
Get prepared. Be ready to.
Takumi, what the hell, man? Why did you Eito? Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym. Then Sirei showed up. I explained to them what happened to everyone. Told them that you came back from the future. I told them Eito was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seemed reluctant to believe me. Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future. You think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh, well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If I use the single-cell organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure that Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he can prove he's not. That would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone. That would make him the abnormal one around here. Kako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. I'm not sure if I made the right choice last night. I still don't have the confidence in my decision even though I already made it. But what I experienced the last time really happened. There's no way it was the delusion. I need them to understand that if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but... I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World Deaths, Crypto Globe in the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of the second-to-last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there and under the command of Nigo. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. Okay. It was a night by the time I was done talking, but still the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why too. It was because I killed Eito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse, like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale. See, I didn't understand. It doesn't look that way to me. Simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right, it's late now.
Huh?
But what do we do with Ato's body? I'm still lying in there in the gym. Should we bury him?
Oh.
Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a burned breadstick. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body to know how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously I can't do it, but maybe C-Ray. Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but... That's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shizuhara? Just a guess. Guess? But why would we do that? I told you it's such a pity we don't know if he was really a traitor or not. Body deserves some dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. It seems only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be. No one objected to her suggestions. C-Ray reluctantly agreed. We must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our third day here. And so we transported Ato's body to the classroom on the second floor. Oh, I think... Yeah. So called. What is this room? It's a morgue. Morgue? What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never used it? Well, in a way, that's a good thing. This is where we store bodies whose causes of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle, a bioweapon, or a nanomachines or something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. Temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everybody launched their shoulders against their cold as they looked around the room, their breath steaming in the air. Well then, I'm going to get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? Should we be done by tomorrow morning? Alright, one last thing. We were about to leave when C-Ray stopped us. I'm not silent, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Sumino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. Save me, Sumino, and you know the future, plus you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. What kind of reason is that? You will not entertain any objections. It's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey and you will be court-martialed. You have to do as Sumino says starting tomorrow, got it? Return to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy having seen Ato's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. After my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. There was a satellite hanging in the sky lit with countless mechanical lights. It felt further away than last time I saw it. Just then I heard a pop inside my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious.
Get prepared. Be ready to get.
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there. Instead, somebody else had got there before me. Hiruko, good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though.
Oh.
A frog? Forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Hiruko answered, probably for the same reason as you. I want to see the results of the restoration. If Hiruko's not here, does that mean he's done? I wanted to find out. Hiruko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet covering Ato's body. Looks like it's done.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us last time, but I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me is a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Hiruko's paw covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look. Messed up. Just hurry. You'll see for yourself. Hiruko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. What is this? Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I look at the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. Finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this. Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves, but who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank. Said what I said. Who would take the shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it. I believe it though. It's way more interesting than that way. I smell a killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language. On top of that, I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Eito? With restoration, brought him back like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his crypto clothing is gone. Besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now. Everybody glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. That's right, C-Ray. Definitely wouldn't put it past him, but why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. And so we began the hunt for C-Ray. We found him only seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom. What the?
Siri.
What the hell? You're kidding!
Why?
What is this route?
How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before the last time I went through this. Back then, Eito had been responsible for it, but Eito didn't exist in this world any longer. I killed him myself for 2 days earlier. And yet the same things was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this. So how? Why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stopped and ran in the silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expression grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Talk about it, do you still think this is all a prank? If this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us the chance to leave. It means to kill you all probably start as soon as we see the message. Still, is that right? It's highly probable that C-Ray was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise. That means it happened before Gaku found the message. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened. How utterly unreasonable. In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime. Darum had a point. It's possible the culprit did this to C-Ray to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine as long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. But there was no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed C-Ray. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed C-Ray still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. I'm gonna stay.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
Why? The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected. If you come back from the future, that means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? So when's the next attack? Next one is 3 days from now on day 7. What's the big deal? We're leaving this place empty until then. It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
If we technically comply with what the message says, and the culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat. The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time, but there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded. It's another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? I'm talking about someone who did something that vicious to C-Ray before we even saw the message. There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word, ergo this has to be a trap. I got no clue who they could be. The only thing we can figure out is that an invader trying to nap the baby in the defense room while we're gone. You just said you thought I was a prank. Shut up, things are different now that C-Ray's been bred. Personally, think we should just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode right now. That's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch. A sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than an atomized speck of a fractional dust like me. So if you take a head count, there's 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takemaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins. If you're going by maturity vote, those who want to remain have already won, right? Seriously, are you all out of your minds? Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself. Outside the wall of fire. There's said that's what the culprit really aiming for. Once they manage to isolate someone, their real fun begins. I will start shaking like a leaf. Alright, fine, just don't say I didn't warn you. In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached.
Well then.
Guess the announcement must be pre-recorded, huh? Yeah, Zero told me about them earlier. Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. The situation has changed. I'm going back to my room to hit the sack. Whoa. Did you just really trigger your own dead flag? I ain't got time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Zero is still around. Yes, he's hiding somewhere in the school. Or it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us. They probably stopped what they were doing after Hiruko's statement. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously. See how it is? Safer for us to all just sleep in on our own rooms then. At least that room's locked, so we don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep. Hiruko's only mentioning that as a possibility. Refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us. Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into a culprit's hands. Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind probably gets a kick out of seeing us running around like headless chickens, that's all. Help us erase mangled remains. Zero was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person. You're trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human? Just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, hurry back to my room. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. This is ridiculous. Why can everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together? Everyone's already gone though, except for the 3 of us. 2 of you are working together. I'll probably be assaulted tonight. Are you inviting us to? Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter. Right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in hot soup if you 2 are the ones behind this. You're not, but I have no way of proving that. Guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now. Indeed, casting aspersion at each other's here won't help us in sleep any better. Fine, I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice. So we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. Who wrote that message and destroyed Ray? Is the culprit really one of us? No, there's no way. That means there's a culprit still hiding somewhere in the school. They could have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Ray and writing that message. Hang on, are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Ray are one and the same? Just automatically assume so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against 2 different people. How do things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner, soon it would be day 5. It's 12:55 AM. It hasn't even been on an hour since the new day began. Visitor at this time, thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for my help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Getting my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. I look around before stepping out. There was nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back into a room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. Bruh!
Get preppy, ready to...
When I next came to, I realized I was on my bed even though I had lost consciousness outside of my room last night. Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep? Touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind, a dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone just jumped on me from above. They've probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was it the person who wrote that message and destroyed Silray? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. Just then, the door slammed wildly open and Tsubasa ran inside. Taku meets Gaku. Gaku's... What happened? Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly, the same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know. I ran downstairs so quickly that I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and what created me was... Oh shit!
What is this?
I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No!
What the hell?
Mr. Maruko! Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all! Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
What the fuck? Ruby kept shaking Gaku's shoulder, he didn't respond, so she started shaking him harder. Hiriko slowly put her arms around Darumi and gently pulled her away.
Hey, why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual. Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed. And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
We could just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary but put him in a corpse recovery tron and placed him in the Revive-O-Matic. However... Unfortunately, Gaku was right. The Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death, day 5, between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on the chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about a foot long. Too much time has passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Since something seemed off, you guys, why didn't that corpse the recovery tron do its job earlier? Alright, if the tron had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back into the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock. The tron itself is working correctly, but someone has overwritten the program that controls it. What? The code is too difficult to hack even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new setting says that the tron doesn't activate if an SCDU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious. Who do such a thing? You may need to ask. It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku. Silence filled the air and nobody spoke for a while. Then Takemaru mumbled something. Shit, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him. You know about that. Same thing may have happened even if we all had slept together in the cafeteria last night. Maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later. A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom. It just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on the floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murderer while we clean. Ultimately, we came to a realization that the killer had left nothing behind, no footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message that was the cause of everything is the mere sight of it nauseated me. He angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Shoma crying as they were. Transfer Kaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue. Hey, why are we moving his body here? Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is the silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues. It reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. And then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. Said that? Yes, now do you believe I've traveled back in time? I'm not sure. Some particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako? Yes. And share your observation with us, great detective. Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait, we need to figure things like this out step by step. She tapped finger on her temple. First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yes, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to a classroom on the first floor. Just trying to see if it missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identify of the person who wrote the message. Then I found Gaku on the floor like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge. It feels more like an anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? They got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone, thinking that they can strike fear in our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible. I think their objective was even simpler than that. Pray tell. To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible so that we could possibly revive Gaku even if we found his body right away. That would mean the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our body works. In short, there's a very high probability that the killer is one of us. Everyone fell silent at that. Nobody seemed as shaking up as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to this conclusion deep inside. That's why back in the infirmary, I said that things would have been worse if we had all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep. Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. That's unthinkable, it's just not possible. One of us here is the killer. The alarm didn't sound, that means somebody had breached the academy's defenses. Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Eita couldn't have done it either. Because she walked to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
See? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Ado to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie.
Everyone saw what Kaku's estimated time of death on the Rivalmatic was? Yes, I think it was between 1 and 4 AM last night. Going to have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at that time. Everyone said they've been sleeping in their own rooms other than Ima. Ima was sleeping in my dear sister's room, which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis. The testimony of their siblings is unreliable. Yes, I was expecting you to say that. Wait, none of us have a proper alibis? Hang on, nobody's asked Takumi where he has been yet. Alright, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer is probably going to be the same. I was hesitant for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable, but if it ever came to light that I lied this time, I definitely look suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night at around 1 AM. Say what? Someone that came out of nowhere and knocked you out? When you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed? Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer. Why only tell us about this now? I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really? But so much time has already passed since we found Kaku's body. Everyone look at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. Tell the truth, please believe me. So you say, but that time traveling thing has got to be just a big fat lie. Yes, you killed Eito for some reason, made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions. No. It would actually explain why Zero was destroyed too. Zero was the only one who present when Nate was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth. When Zero tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? What about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku, absolutely no reason at all. You're coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about you, Mr. Maruto. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer. Spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others, but there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Sakamaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukuma twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt. Well, this is the dearest. Let's fall asleep under the same roof again tonight. Yes, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this. Sakamaru, will you please allow me this warmed burrow in your room tonight? What are you saying? You're the person I trust the most? Or are you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Don't be stupid, you idiot. I just kill you right back. That means I'm staying in the Mistress Hiruko's room tonight. You can kill me at any time you please, my mistress. I'm sorry, but you're on your own. Why? You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I already been reserved by someone else. Someone else? Hiruko is staying with me tonight. No. Your only option is left is Takumi. Absolutely not. I'm not going to throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know. I will retire to the chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I trudged my back to my own room as well. I just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. Door swung open and in walked Hiruko Tsubasa. What's the matter? Just so we're clear, this doesn't seem to trust you or anything. What? You came all the way just to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5. Okay, that's nice to hear, Anne. If what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yes. When that happens, I intend to fight, but it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight, even Sakamaru and Darumi, who fought on day 1? Tsubasa's trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. You can't just sit back and let you and Hiruko fight invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose. The combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough, which is why I'm thinking about calling in reinforcements. From where? Once mentioned a second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense unit members, right? I get it, you want to bring them here. It was inevitable that we would one day have to go to second to last defense academy anyway. That academy was attacked on day 10 and Moko was killed. I've been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It makes sense to go over as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hiruko and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me? Of course. Then we set off at 6 AM tomorrow morning. 6? The campus is quite distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. That's a good point. That's all then. We'll be taking our leave now. You'll go tell the others about this? Thank you. Then Aaron left the room. There's just one thing bothering me. Was it really a good idea to leave the 5 people behind in the academy with the serial killer and the loose? That said, I really did want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It would make sense for all of us to go anyway. Leaving just the 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be the worst because that should make them easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was to go there with Hiruko and Tsubasa. Hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. Kyoshika, Moko, Kurara, Yugamu, and Nozomi. Possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the high knots in my stomach. After all, our friend had just been violently murdered today. I could get the sight of Kaku's mangled body out of my mind. Day 6. At 6 AM, I went straight to the entrance hall where Hiruko and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. You are 10 seconds late. 10 seconds. Split second of distraction can prove fatal in battle. You will do well to remember that. Yes, ma'am. Honestly, responded to Hiruko while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. They're not even going to see us off, huh? I mean, they believe you're the serial killer, you know. Nothing I could do about that. How did you break the news to them? Just tell them plainly. So we need to bring us in a second team to increase our combat power. They didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there. They sure did, which is why I asked them nicely if they'd rather we left set serial killer behind with them. Suddenly, just 3 of us go became the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We can check later. Let's be on our way. With that looks like a shortcut. Let's go check it out. Skip it. We finally arrived, so this is the place. Second to last Defense Academy. As we got closer, I saw her. Saw me. My pulse started racing, my breathing got heavier. I felt uncomfortable burning my chest. No, she was alive. She was alive again, right there, right here in front of me. You don't think I almost reached out to touch her, but I felt that impulse and pulled it back. Who are you guys? Words simply failed me. While I was still busy being in horror, Nico and the others showed up as well. You're perhaps from the last Defense Academy? How did you know that? Your class armor? Is that something you guys needed? Yes, actually. After moving the conversation to the cafeteria and introducing ourselves, we told everyone what happened at the last Defense Academy, about aid to the threatening message, serious destruction, all of it. We knew about Kaku's murder and me traveling back in time. I also shared everything that had happened in the 100 days I had previously gone through. What greeted me at the end was silence. Nico had stopped moving and had dazed, distant look in his eyes. Serious destruction must have been too much for him. None of us...
motherfucker.
Hello, Spirit! None of the others from the second academy had anything to say either. Yo, I got my first story lock, or route lock, Spirit. I didn't know there was a lock. What the fuck? They all stood frozen, mouths agape in astonishment. But... So now I'm in the route, you know, we killed Ato, stay in the academy, and now Kaku is dead, which is great, but we don't know. And now they think I'm the fucking serial killer? Hello? I see. Thanks for the massive info dump. I guess I'm still trying to process everything, but I more or less get what you're trying to say. The long and short of the matter is that Last Defense Academy is currently in quite a bit of pickle. Am I right to say that? Yeah. And we have to go there right away. Since this place is decoy, there's no need for us to protect it anymore. The enemy will be attacking the academy tomorrow, right? Then we must hasten our steps and get there by today. Thank you. We would greatly appreciate the backup. Nico, is the school bus available? Hey Nico, can you hear me? Oh yes, the bus is available. Great, we'll meet in the parking lot after everyone here gets ready. Takumi, Hiruko, and Tsubasa, you guys can go there first. It's at... Don't worry, I know where it is. But this route seems interesting as well, not gonna lie, you know. I'm packing ready to go. Onwards to Last Defense Academy. We all started walking towards the bus, except for Nico, who can't move from his spot at all. And as soon as we noticed, we stopped walking. Something wrong, Nico? I cannot go. What? I've been ordered to guard second to Last Defense Academy with my life, therefore I am unable to abandon it. Ordered by who? Your superior officer, the one who got destroyed? No, this order came from the higher-ups and the artificial satellite. No, can't you defy them somehow? You'll try to talk Nico out of staying, but he refused to abandon his post. You have no choice but to leave him behind. But, it's already night and we're running out of time, we have to go now. I will be just fine, everybody. You see, there's no commanding officer at Last Defense Academy right now. So if I open the dialogue with the higher-ups about this, they may reassign me there. Fine. Hurry up and do that dialogue thing with your superiors and come over as soon as you can, understood? Understand? We'll be waiting for you over there. Thank you. Be careful. And so we had to part ways with Nigo. After exchanging firm handshakes, we boarded the school bus. We decided to let Tsubasa drive as she had the most experience with vehicles, and then...
Alright, let's go.
So yeah, so I found out I'm not a time traveler, I'm a time looper as well. She floored the accelerator and the bus peeled out. Fuck yeah, it just had to cut off there, man. You know, that ride was so interesting. We made our way towards our base, Last Defense Academy. I want to know more. A short while after setting off, I started a conversation with the 5 members of the second academy.
First of all, I'm grateful that you decided to come with us.
Hell.
Am I also right to assume that you believed what I said?
What you said?
About coming back from the future.
It's too much of a coincidence to be made up.
What is more, you possess
But hey, I got 60 endings, so 40 endings to go.
We believe you only because
40.
it makes sense to, not because we want to.
I believe you, Takumi.
Thank you,
On day
everyone.
24.
You have no idea how glad this makes me. Because nobody in the other academy believes me at all. Including those two over there?
The five of them turned to stare at Hiruko and
You
Tsubasa.
don't believe him? Can you not see the pureness in his eyes? His very soul itself!
They kept looking at Hiruko and Tsubasa in plain and undisguised disgust. They too eventually caved under the weight of the collective stares.
Fine. I believe him.
What, you do? I guess I should too then.
Seriously, that's all it took? I held back from speaking my thoughts out loud. The reasoning didn't matter as long as they believed me. With this, there were now more people who believed me than those who didn't. It made me feel more at ease after going through those terrible things yesterday. As the boss kept rumbling on, the pleasant swaying sensation made me so drowsy I almost fell asleep. Eventually, the sight of the wall of fire slowly came into view through the windshield of the bus. Oh, Mrs. Hiruko, I'm so glad you're safe and sound. I was so sure the serial killer would be coming back by himself. Thank goodness you're both okay.
Hey!
What about me? By the way, are those guys with you nameless NPCs? Hello there, my name is Nozomi Kirifuchi. I'm okay. Neither names are normal NPCs. They're totally trying to assert themselves as the main characters. Should introduce ourselves too. It's alright, we already heard all about you and the boss. Now that saves us all a lot of time. Are we waiting for it then? It's time to play some games where the losers get to have their nails ripped off for shits and giggles. Wow, that sounds like my kind of fun. I'm not playing. We have a battle coming up tomorrow. Now that the introductions are over, we should rest up until then. So you guys are really gonna fight together with us? You know it. It's the very reason we have come here. But why would Shia help us? We don't even need to ask. It's because we all have the same ultimate goal in mind. Ultimate goal. From here on, we just protect the baby in the defense room until day 100, right? Then the missiles that he's been charging up will be launched in all directions. All the invaders will be wiped out, and that'll be the end of the world dead. Right before we shoot off in the escape pod to join back up with the rest of the humanity on their artificial satellite. Or so we have heard from Sir Takumi. I see no reason to say no. We make it through these 100 days and everyone's stories and happily. We're with you all the way. The palpable excitement of the 5 members from the second academy stood in stark contrast to the solemn moods of those from this academy. What's the matter? We're just feeling awkward because they have no intention of joining us for tomorrow's defensive battle. Whereas you guys will be sent into the battlefield as their substitutes even though you're new here. Wait, why aren't you joining the fight? I will explain on the way here. They do not trust Takumi's leadership. Oh, that whole time traveling thing. Just part of it. Kaku's murder played a bigger part right now. They all think Takumi did it. Excuse me, Sir Takumi is a killer? No, of course not. I didn't do it. So Takumi has spoken. What is your response? You discussed this thing to death. There's no proof yet. Proof of what? Proof Takumi's innocent. Apprehending the real perpetrator is the best way to settle this. I'll believe you if you can do that. Bitches. We're back to our rooms soon after our meeting to rest and recharge out for tomorrow's defensive battle. As I flopped down onto bed, I found myself whispering under my breath, the real perpetrator. That's right, I have to find and catch the real culprit. That's the only way I could regain the trust of those 5 and convince them to help with the battles again. It was also the quickest way. Ima was absolutely right. And there was another good reason. I wanted to avenge Gaku. He'd never be able to rest in peace if I let the perpetrator get away. How would I figure out who the real culprit was? Unlike Kaku, I didn't have a detective bone in my body. I had a lot to think about. However, the trip to and from second to last Defense Academy had depleted all of my energy. I was swallowed by the darkness of my sleep, and before I could even think about my options. Just a day 7 so far.
Be ready to...
Let me have a bathroom break. Okay, so Takemaru, Darumi, Shoma, Kaku, and Rima aren't even going to come see us off. They won't be joining the battle. Why would they show up? I don't know. They can at least cheer for us, right? Get them, guys. Go fight, risk your lives for us because we don't want to. That doesn't sound like a very moral boosting of cheer at all. Anyway, when is the enemy gonna be showing up? Every time now, remember that I told you in the bus yesterday about the commander's special traits? Yes, sir, Takumi. I have it all memorized. Got it memorized. Okay, here, take it to lead, Takumi. What? You are a leader, aren't you? Don't you have anything to say to your team before they head out into battle? Oh, right. Is everyone ready? Ready when you are. Toruchima's sword is always ready. She ravenously longs to spill the blood of the wicked. I'm ready. I took a whole bunch of anti-nausea pills, so I make this using my own special formula. Efficiency guaranteed. Listen up, Tsubasa, you'll be fine. You got the apocalyptic maiden of destruction looking out for you now. Thanks, I trust you. Let's all work together out there. Humanity's counting on us. This isn't just for them, but for ourselves too. We fight for our future. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Skip it.
We managed to clear out the minions.
Now we shall deal with the commander.
You mean that person over there? Wait. Who's that?
Is that the commander you guys fought before?
Nope.
No. That wasn't the one.
It was right. I never saw the person. Yeah.
Hey, look! There's someone else over there!
Is that the one then?
Yes, it is.
That's the commander we faced our first day here.
Warum. Merum. I just not understand him.
Little Black Riding Hood over there hasn't done anything, though.
Little Black Riding Hood?
See that black hood they're wearing? Name fits to a T!
The organization. Who is that? Why someone I've never seen him before showing up all of a sudden? Did the timeline change?
Hey, Takumi! Stop staring off into space like some plebeian and start acting like a leader, why don't you?
Yes. Right. Everyone, concentrate your attacks on the giant commander over there first.
Little Black Riding Hood can wait.
Understood.
Understood.
We did it! We took down the commander! What about Little Black Riding Hood?
Look around. The mysterious figure had disappeared at some point during the
Who
battle.
the heck was that anyway?
Mayhaps a passerby who was on their way to the convenience store?
How does a random passerby simply walk onto a highly secured compound like this?
On the way to a convenience store at that.
More importantly, what should we do about the commander? He's not dead yet.
Supposed to point out to where Merum lay on the ground, heavily injured but still breathing.
I think he's trying to say something.
Let me see.
You can nail them with the fallen commander. After a quick but surprising thorough examination, he spoke up again.
His vocal cords have been crushed. Someone must have hit him right in the throat.
So, he won't be able to talk then.
Well, too bad.
That's right. Even if he could, it's not like we can understand their language.
That's not true. When he first showed up, he told us his name and stuff. Remember?
I am Mervum, the paragon of order. In the name of order, I will strike you down. That was what I heard.
He was the one who got struck down in the end. So, back to the topic at hand. What should we do with him?
Why are we even discussing this? We kill him and take his cryptoglobin.
Huh?
To survive to day 100, we must fight and win every single battle that is to come. And for that to happen, We must keep getting stronger.
I am of the same mind.
Take him out, Takumi. Make it quick.
You're all waiting for me to make the call. I heard my resolve and nodded slowly.
I will claim this one.
Kill it!
This is it. It is done.
It is done. At night, the 8 of us who had fought in the defensive battle held a small victory party in the cafeteria. We discussed who deserved to be crowned MVP and who had the coolest looking finishing moves. Everyone talked and laughed pleasantly as we reviewed the battle together. Even though a fellow comrade had been killed just 2 days ago, the adrenaline rush of victory had us in high spirits. And then they showed up. But did anything of note happen before the choice to leave the school? Well, see Ray die. No, that was before. I don't think so. We killed Eito. Then we got the, the choice, leave or stay. Then we found C Ray. I don't, Oh, then I got fucking knocked off. As always. Knockout. Hunger pangs got the better of your suspicions. And I think, and I feel like Hiruko has her memories too again. Or the time looping thing again, this one. Sorry, but we're not in the business of feeding losers here. None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. Come on, don't be like that. It's just food. That's the big deal. We ain't here to poach your food. What are you here for? Just thought it would be right to not even say thanks, Thanks for what? Thank you for saving this academy and us. Yes, thank you. From the bottom of my worthless heart, thank you. There's no need to be so formal. I'd rather hear you say you'll help us out in the next battle. Those are two different things. I still think Mr. Sumino thinks to High Heaven. We ain't gonna lift a finger to help until he can prove his innocence. You have to show us concrete proof that he wasn't the killer. Your stance hasn't changed since last night then. Basically, you want us to fight the real murderer. Yes, that's it. If you can find one, since Takumi may very well be the culprit. The party ended soon after we all went back to our own rooms. When I did the same, I found someone waiting for me there. Oh. Hello, it's been a while. You, why? No way, I get it. You have clues to the identity of the real perpetrator who killed Gaku 2 days ago. You're here to share them with me, right? Sadly, that's not what I'm here for. I'm aware that one of your friends, Gaku Maruko, was killed by someone. However, I wasn't there when it happened, so I didn't witness the crime. I'm far from omnipresent. While I am able to move instantly to any location I have in mind, I don't have the full knowledge of everything that goes on in this academy. It's too bad. What are you actually here for then? To inform you of something, I'll keep it short. I am not feeling very well right now. Not feeling well? In what sense? Right, you can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There's a particular space known as blood space in this world. It's a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part of that space. My true form with the baby... Oh yeah! And the morgue? We found the morgue. Right? Siray did, with Eito's body. So I found... That was, I found about that. The baby is being badly affected by that aura. You're aware that the baby's body is also filled with cryptoglobin energy, yes? This is why the malicious aura is also encroaching on the baby's body. I'm sorry, what exactly I'm trying to say? To put it simply, a source of evil intent from this timeline is invading the baby's body. Oh, that leaves me more confused than ever. Then what should I do? What can I do to help? Can I bring the baby some medicine? Wait, if a malicious aura is causing this, I should be bringing an exorcist, right? Really curious to solve the case in the future that's causing this.
Huh?
The case in the future? Not what happened to Gaku 2 days ago? I did mention the malicious aura is coming from the future, didn't I? Solving the case that produces that aura is the cure to this disease. When all is settled, the baby's body should make a full recovery. Yes. This also means I won't be able to show myself to you for a while. That's what I want to tell you today. So I won't be able to talk to you for a while. Please don't look so sad. This isn't a goodbye forever. It's just... You must solve this future case yourself, Takumi. Then we will be able to see each other again. I'm counting on you. Did the ghost boy disappear from the side? A future case?
Hey!
What case though? Wait, does that mean there's going to be another murder? No, he didn't mention anything about the case being a murder case. I prayed that it would be about something completely different. I never wanted to see something like that again. Well, it might happen again, to be honest. This accumulated stress and fatigue finally got to me, and I ended up sleeping through the morning like a log. When I finally woke up, it was afternoon. In fact, the sun was already sinking into the horizon towards the west. That was the exact moment the shrill sound of sirens blasted all around me. What? Why not? The enemy just came yesterday. Are they attacking us 2 days in a row? It's only day 8. The next battle should have been on day 17. The town was changing for some reason. It was starting to spiral completely out of control. Better get over to the war room. I rushed frantically out of my room. Oh, Takumi, now you show up. Everyone else is already here. Sorry, I came as quickly as I could. Everyone has seen everyone who took part in the battles yesterday, in case you misunderstood. The Frightened 5 won't be showing up today either, I assume. Are you still harping on that? Let's go out and meet the enemy forces immediately, Sir Takumi. Yes, of course. Let's do this. Initiate defensive battle. Oh, it's Pakuron, I think. Pakuron!
Time is money, and they've certainly wasted a lot of mine.
I can already feel the nice worm shower waiting for me.
Careful. The battle isn't over yet. Look over there.
Hear me!
Who the guy?
Is that Little Black Riding Hood?
Was the convenience store closed?
Yes.
Went there yesterday, found it closed, and they're now on their way back. Is that the story you've written for them? How far is this store?
Ignore Little Black Riding Hood and focus on dealing with Pakuron first.
Got it.
It's my win.
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
The Holy Jumanji sword has not had her fill.
Holy Jumanji?
The Holy
Jumanji!
Jumanji sword!
We still have to deal with them.
As we pointed to where the figure we adopt Little Black Riding Hood's dude. They began walking towards us with a slow deliberation, then they pulled back their hood, revealing.
The Supreme Commander. It was her all along.
Who?
The one who's leading the invader army, remember? I told you guys about her before.
And that, the Supreme Commander brought her hand up to her mask.
Among my people.
You're vexed about your looks, therefore the mask?
No, I am not.
But you're
so much uglier than I am.
Damn, Moko.
Not the best line to spout in this day and age.
More importantly,
How is it you can understand us?
Ah, I see. So you know nothing either. To think I came all this way to scope out the reason behind the change.
What change?
The change that took place several days ago. All of a sudden, my soldiers started gaining immense power. At the same time, we became capable of understanding your language.
we look at each other in confusion. Kyushika was the one who spoke up.
Her words confound me, but she would be the chief villain, yes? Should we be able to defeat her, will this war not end immediately? Well then...
That's right. We can end this right here and
No.
now.
Such interesting creatures. I had intended to stick to the appointed days and let you entertain me. And well, I suppose picking off 2 or 3 right now matters not in the grand scheme of things.
Is that a challenge? If so, you're on.
I just slowly started walking towards us, getting closer and closer with each stamping step, but we figured I could do anything.
Hold your horses.
Takemaru! Why are you?
I was watching y'all fight from the rooftop. That ignited a spark in me. And before I knew it, I was here.
Without waiting for our reply, Takemaru turned to face Veshnes.
Hey! You said your name was Veshnes or something? Ain't fair for us all to gang up on you.
Oh
so
my
how about
God.
a one-on-one with me?
Idiot!
Takemaru, that's not a good idea.
Shut up, marshmallow face.
Marshmallow?
If you insist, you shall be given an express ticket to the River Styx, where I suppose you could apply to serve as a boat rower.
Save that ticket for yourself, bitch. I hope you packed your bikini. Oh, wait. It just fall right off your flat chest, huh? It's you or me, Veshnes.
He saw that! He saw that! Takemaru hurled towards Veshnes on his bike, but the very next moment, Veshnes unleashed a powerful side kick that sent him flying. She immediately leapt into the air, switched her sword to her other hand, and angled it at the fallen Takemaru as she dropped down. When I next opened my eyes, oh my! What I saw was the sky. What I felt was a searing pain across my back. Heard the gurgling sound of cryptoglobin gushing out of my body from a wound.
Takumi? Why did you...
Oh, now I remember. My body had moved before my brain did, and it made its way to where Veshnes would have landed. I had thrown myself over Takemaru to shield him from the blades she had pointed at him.
Self-sacrificing acts are such mood dampeners.
You motherfucker!
That strike just confirmed my suspicions. Watching paint dry is going to be more fun than fighting you in your current state. Like kicking a helpless puppy. What is the point of that? I shall grant you the gift of time. Use it well, and gain more power. Perhaps you shall be able to provide more entertainment the next time we meet. Until then... one more thing. I will be taking Pakron's body back with me, lest you desecrate it like you did with Mervrum's corpse the other day.
Desecrate?
You absorbed his cryptoglobin. That is an insult of the highest
Wait.
order amongst our people.
You care about that in this route?
Never will I allow it to happen again.
You care about your
Farewell.
fucking religion stuff now, huh, bitch? The sound of Veshnes' footsteps faded away, and I heard a heavy stomping getting closer as the others ran over to me.
Takumi!
Sir Takumi!
Are you okay? Stay with us.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Takumi?
Takumi!
Takumi! Day 21. When I next came to, Nozomi was right in front of me. It was a pitch black and she didn't seem to notice I was awake.
Nozomi.
called out to her softly. In response, she... What the hell? Leapt her to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room a few times before finally coming to a stop, and then she just stood there in a daze. Watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Are you sure you should be doing that? What do you mean? Your injuries were so severe you've been out for 13 days. That means today is... It's day 21. What time is it? Almost time for the nighttime announcement to play, I think. A horrible time to wake up, and now I can fall back asleep now. That's what you worry about? What are you doing here anyway? Nursing you back to the health for 13 days? Bruh! No, we've been taking turns. It's just happened to be my turn today. I see. Sorry for the trouble. No trouble at all. Wait, I need to go tell everyone you're awake. She dashed out of the room immediately after that. She's going to call everyone here. This room's not nearly big enough for that. They said to get up and go meet the others instead. A short while later, everyone else came running over frantically. No, not everyone. Only Takemaru and the 8 who had joined the battle on day 8. Takumi. So Takumi, how are you feeling? At Tsubasa's question, Yukamu marched closer and started poking and prodding at various parts of my body eventually. It's good, all is well. Yo, Takumi's back in business. You deserve a title for belt for this. Nice going. What a relief. Everyone started loudly expressing how happy they were to see me awake. We were seriously considering killing you if you didn't wake up for another 3 days. What? The Ravamatic could have brought you back to life in full health. None of us wanted to be the one to do the death. That's why we evaded to see if you would recover by yourself. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. My lips turned upward into a smile. Where's everyone else? Told them you woke them up, but they didn't want to come visit. Have those people no heart. Mayhaps they are still of the opinion of that Sir Takumi is a killer. Nobody else got killed after that one incident, right? It has to be because the real culprit is already found on ways outside the wall of fire. That's one possibility. However, this fact also adds to the case against him. Nobody got killed when Takumi was unconscious, therefore Takumi is the killer. It's very likely what the others are thinking. I can't believe this. I shook my head helplessly. Didn't matter, I decided to just put them out of my mind for now. The more important thing is what happened in the 13 days I was out. Were there any enemy attacks? Only one on day 15. The 8 of us fought them off. Vashna showed up in that battle as well. We blew her to Kingdom Come with the Undying Flame Bomb crafted by Lady Tsubasa. Well, that's incredible, beating Vashnas with just the 8 of you. Everyone had a proud smile on their face. Wait, that means Sakamaru fought too? Do you even need to ask? You really thought I'd just fold my hands and stay on the sidelines after what you did? So you're no longer suspicious of me? For now, I believe you. Sorry about before, by the way. Thanks for doing that for me on day 8. You seriously saved my life. It's fine. Also need to tell you about Nigo. What happened to him? It's most unfortunate. Nigo, he's gone. What? Why? Got worried, so we went to Second Last Defense Academy to check on him, but the school had been completely destroyed and Nico's remains were lying in the debris. We recovered a memory chip with an event lock that Tsubasa decrypted for us. Turns out Nico self-destructed. Self-destructed? Did to create a massive explosion and killed the invaders during an attack. Oh no, I have a suspicion. The loss of Sirei, his superior officer, may have played a part in that decision as well. Nico was really attached to that Sirei guy after all. May have been his plan all along to remain behind and follow him in death. 07, baby. Nico was such a nice guy, his loss will be greatly felt. A heavy, suffocating silence filled the air. Though it didn't last long, it was broken by the sound of the usual nighttime announcement.
Well then.
And then a few seconds later... What the... Okay. I really just woke up from the coma. They sure know how to pick their timing. That is exactly why you will be sitting this one out. I can't just... Stuff it, we'll just be fighting hard enough to make up for ya. Staying snuck in bed cons. No, I'm fighting too. Why are you being so stubborn? Because I'm the leader of the special defense unit. Come on, to the war room. Immediately start running. Wait, Takumi. Oh, for goodness sake. Everyone here? Then let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out. Move out. Skip it.
Has your lust for blood and battle been satisfied, my holy Jumanji sword?
No! I need a lot more than this! Give me more blood! More!
Huh, I didn't know the Holy Jumanji sword talked like that.
I'm more concerned about where the commander is!
They couldn't have only sent those minions. The commander must be lurking somewhere.
Oh my! What is all the smoke?
Smoke? Or maybe poison gas?
It's just mist, guys. M-I-S-T.
Fine water droplets floating in the air that's harmless to the human body. Wait, I remember this mist. The person hiding behind it should be...
It's Ava. It has been a while.
Yay! The mist is gone! I can see everything clearly now.
Look over there!
Is that?
Yes! That's the commander for this battle!
Here we go!
You win.
Whew! Victory is ours this time.
That was a tricky enemy!
What are we gonna do with her?
Everyone turn to look at the commander.
Please, don't kill me. My name is Ava, the paragon of nature.
Ava?
I didn't know why, but I felt like I had heard that name before.
Please, spare me, for the love of God.
Ava brought her hand up to her mask.
The same as Vashnas.
She looks just like a human.
No need to pay her appearance any mind.
What?
Because she is to be executed.
No. Spare me. Please don't kill me. I'll be useful. I can give you lots of intel. I'll give you anything. Just please, spare me.
So the lady insists! Any thoughts?
A dramatic bluff if I have ever seen one. Any intel she provides is bound to be full of fabrications.
No, I would never. I only speak the truth.
I think we should kill her too.
Why?
Surely you understand why we would hesitate to trust the words of the enemy.
You'll say something sweet to suck up to us, and then turn around and betray us the first chance you get.
You're all being so awful. Why won't anyone believe me?
Ava kept pleading with us, her face filled with a woeful expression. He would glance at her scornfully before speaking up again.
Takumi, you're the leader, so you decide.
Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for my reply. At that moment, I could suddenly feel extra eyes on me. I traced the source of the sensation to the rooftop, where I could see the 4 other members, Tarumi, Shoma, Ima, and Kako. Killing Ava now would make them even more wary of me. After all, the suspicions were rooted in the fact that I had killed Eito. If I did the same thing now, that would undoubtedly cement the image of me as a heartless killer in their minds. I wanted to avoid giving them that impression. No, to be honest, even if those 4 hadn't been watching.
Please, I beg of you. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I could never kill someone I so earnestly pleading for her life. It just wasn't right. I felt ashamed for even allowing myself to consider deciding the fate of another person through calculating what would benefit me the most. So I looked into the eyes of everyone present and said,
Let Ava live. We'll imprison her here and interrogate her later.
You gotta be shitting me.
You truly believe that to be the best path?
Yes,
I think you will regret this.
I won't. Because I'll hold myself fully responsible for making it work.
Very well. Our leader has spoken.
Thank you.
Thank you! Mr. Leader, your name is Takumi, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I can't thank you enough for this. From the bottom of my heart.
Eva was choking on her words and bawling her eyes out. Next instant, an intense pain spread through my back. Forcing myself to turn the battle when I hadn't fully healed, I had reopened the wound and sharp pain shot up my spine. I crumbled to the ground, unable to exert any strength at all. A hazy wheel hung over my mind, blocking me from making out what the others around me were saying. I slowly slipped into sweet, silently serenity. "24.
Get be ready to.
Woke up to the familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time she noticed right away that I was awakened. Leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room even longer than last time before finally coming to a stop. Then she just stood there in a daze. I watched an entire scene play out before sitting up. Were you so surprised? Didn't this exact same thing happen before? You were out for 13 days the last time. It's only been a little more than 2 days this time. Can you blame me? That means today is day 24. What time? Well, I guess I don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. You feeling better? I'm fine. Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last defensive battle? I do. As long as I don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine. See? Really? Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way, what happened to Ava after I passed out? Well, she refused to tell us anything. What? But she promised to give us intel if we spare her life. We reminded her about that promise as well, but then she said, I'm not gonna tell you anything because of the offer to share intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you. That's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess. Damn it, what she's trying to pull. Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria together where the other 7 who had fought in the battle 3 days ago were gathered. When they saw me, there was a lot of shouting, squealing, cheering, and happy noises as they congratulated me on my recovery. Although it felt a little more subdued than their reactions 3 days ago, then again I did wake up from 13-day coma that time. Still, the celebration went on for quite a while. I ate my first meal liquids only for now in a long time while being surrounded by their warm and welcoming voices. I went back to my room for a break. Now then, there was really no question on what I was going to do next. I had to find out who Gaku's real killer is. I didn't believe the real killer was one of us. That meant I had to find a way to prove that the killer was someone from outside the school. In any case, if I could prove my innocence, I could regain the trust of the 4 holdouts. Then they would join the future battles. Guess I should start investigating. I decided it was time to pay everyone a visit and ask questions. Okay. Tsubasa, I get, but what are you doing here, Takemaru? She said she found something cool, What is it? It's a box with junk inside the garage, and I rummaged through it and found this. What's that? It's a voice changer. See that patch thing on the tip of the cable? Stick it to your throat and you can use it to freely change your voice to anything you like. You can make it go higher, lower, smooth as a bother. Also, if you have sample voice recording that's long enough, you can make yourself talk with that voice too. Isn't it cool? Sure, but what is it even doing here? Oh, I wouldn't know. Maybe whoever used this place last left it behind. Who would that be? I think what I know. What are you doing here, Takumi? Alright. Thought then why I was there, investigating Kaku's murder, huh? I think you're looking into the wrong place. We don't have anything new to share. We were all fast asleep in our rooms when he died. We couldn't have possibly seen or heard anything or anyone suspicious. Any personal guesses, like, do you know if anyone had a grudge against Gaku? They turned and looked at each other. Takumi, are you thinking one was the killer? No, that's not it. I already told you. The culprit is an outsider who's already escaped outside the wall of fire after killing Gaku. Yeah, that's what I'm think. That's what I think too. I don't wanna be suspicious of anyone anymore. I ain't gonna make that mistake again. It was probably referring to the time when he was suspected. I was the killer. Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. After saying that, I turned to leave. Kurara and Kyoshika, what are you two doing here? So this is where this Gaku person was killed. It was weighing our minds, and so we came. Everyone here is such a dimwit that it's highly likely they missed a vital piece of evidence or two. So you're here for the same reason I am. You're investigating the case as well, Sir Takumi. Yeah, do you want to help me out since you're already here? I want to re-examine the scene of the crime. We searched the room together but found nothing of note. Did you investigate this place immediately after the murder took place? Yes, before we cleaned Gaku's blood off the floor, but we didn't find any clues that would bring us closer to the identity of the killer then either. How about the murder weapon? Despite our best efforts, we haven't found it yet. It's not in this classroom or anywhere else in the school grounds. What about the threatening notes scribbled on the digital blackboard? Was it erased? Yeah, it was making us uneasy, so... It was a stupid thing to do. We could have used the handwriting to pinpoint the killer. They were wrong. By the way, there's something I need to ask you. Ask them what they were doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5. Wait, are you suspicious of us? But really, it's just... I was sleeping in my room at second to last Defense Academy of the course. As was I in my own room, that is. Can't believe we're on your list of suspects. Look at me. I am the very epitome of innocent. Hey, what's with that look? I mean, have you seen yourself? More like the epitome of I got something to hide. You're talking about my mask, right? Are you telling me to take it off? No, absolutely not. This mask stays on no matter what anybody. Right before she finished her sentence, Kyoshika snatched her mask away, revealing Kurara's face. She held the mask up high before throwing it onto the ceiling a catwalk. My mask is gone, my mask! Where did you hide it? Kurara kept looking around in a panic. It didn't seem like she noticed Kyoshika had thrown the mask away. It didn't really matter. What it mattered was her exposed face. It's Kurara. What? Oh no, I was just thinking how you look the same in the other timeline too. Why would I look different? This is the face I was born with. I know what you're trying to say. This face is too cute to be natural, right? But I swear I never did anything to it. Who cares about that? Where's my mask? I feel naked without it. Don't look at me. I believe I just saw Sir Takemaru taking your mask somewhere. That bonehead, give me my mask back to me, Takemaru. She dashed out of the classroom shrieking away. My, her actions are as adorable as her looks. We have to let her run around like that for a while. Kyoshika disappeared after saying that. Now along in the classroom, I doubt I'd learn anything new by sticking around. I should go to... Ava. Takumi, you have regained consciousness? Yes. The battling you was what caused me to faint in the first place. Sorry about that. You're actually apologizing to me? One night you saved my life. I heard you were really standoffish to the others. That wasn't my intention. I merely said I wouldn't be sharing any information if Takumi wasn't here. It's pointless asking Ava for information about Gaku's murder case, so I asked her for information about them instead. I'm here now. Tell me everything useful you know. Useful. Get enemy HQ's location, invader types, number of troops, your war strategy. At that, Ava's face suddenly clouded over. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little unwell. I'm feigning illness now. Give me a break. I'm not feigning, it's true. That wasn't what you promised. I came here all alone like you asked, okay? Alone? Does it look like there's anyone else with me? No, that's not what I was wondering about. It's just, I never asked you to come alone. All I said was I would talk once Takumi was here. What do you mean? Whatever it is, I do not think I am able to talk. Please leave me for now. It was clearly feigning illness, but there was nothing I could do to make her talk. Her prison cell was blocked. I won't be able to go inside without the key, and it's not like I can force her to spit out the information I wanted even if I could. Hey! This is ridiculous. I cursed and kicked the pebble as I left the courtyard. Damn, so mad. Yuko, Yukamu, what are you guys doing here? Nothing questionable, I just always feel calmer next to dead bodies. It's extremely questionable if you ask me. I do not know why, but I just found myself wanting to come here. Normal people find themselves wanting to come to a morgue. It's a lot less questionable than coming to the morgue to feel calmer next to dead bodies. Even I agree with that. Yukamu put his hand over his mouth and giggled. What about you? I told them I was investigating Kaku's murder case. I see, so you're here to re-examine the corpse. Without there's anything else new to discover, yep, it wouldn't hurt. With that, I started investigating Kaku's dead body again. Didn't make any new discoveries, just like Hiroko said. What's the cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. How about the murder weapon? Foot-long blade. The shape of the wound seemed to indicate it was a kitchen knife or swords. We found the knife? Not yet. Wait a minute, why is Yukamu suddenly acting all detective-like? Just curious, don't mind me. Let me see, Yori told us the estimated time of death when we were at second to last defensive academy. Yes, between 1 and 4 AM on day 5. Before you ask, I was sleeping in my room at that time. Is that relevant to the case? I'm just trying to cover all the bases, please. Needless to say, I was in my room at second to last defense academy during that period of time. Perhaps I should say I was in dreamland, for I was sleeping like a dead. Alright. Do you ask? Because I'm hesitating to say it out loud, then I will do so on your behalf, because you are an assassin, Yukamu. Yes, there's certainly a reason to be suspicious. However, I am a much chagrined. I don't revel in meaningless murder, indiscriminate killing that goes against my personal code. There's always the possibility that Kaku was someone special to you. Possible, I had never met this Kaku when he was alive. Of course, I have no evidence to back that statement up. All I can do is plead for you to believe my words. I trust you. I didn't hesitate to answer because I had seen Yukamu and Kaku's relationship in the previous timeline. There's just no way they had met each other before this. His statements about not killing meaninglessly was quite possibly true as well. In the previous timeline, Yukamu never killed any of his allies and never showed any indication that he wanted to. Your trust in me is heartening. He smiled a little as he said that. But I guess I'm done here then. Thanks for listening to me. After thanking them, I turned around and left. Hey guys, what are you doing here? Listening to the calming sound of the running water, trying to make ourselves as comfortable as possible. Comfortable, huh? What about you? Oh, actually, told them I was investigating Kaku's murder case. Well, that's got nothing to do with us then, right? That Maruko kid was killed here between 1 and 4 AM on day 5. All of us were at second that day. Number second, just in case number second, as in the second to last defense academy, will hold things too long to keep repeating, so I shortened it. We're also taking to calling this place number 1. Although its official name is the Last Defense Academy, shortening to the last sounded strange, so we settled on number 1 instead. Got it, thanks for explaining. Are you suspecting us? Of course not. Actually, it's not completely impossible for one of us from second to have done it. What? Any of us could have used the school bus to travel to and from here overnight. Now that you mention it, bedtime is at 11 PM. Someone could have set off at midnight after everyone else had fallen asleep. If they pushed the bus to its limits, it would have been taking about 3 hours to get here. Printed time of arrival at around 3 AM. They took only 30 minutes to finish the job. They could have left first by 3:30 AM. Returned to second at around 6:30 AM, just before the morning announcement at 7 AM. Also, someone from second coming here wouldn't have triggered the wall of fire's intruder alert. That's true. Wait, are you telling me this as a member of the second yourselves? Sorry for shooting my mouth off like that. Just, you know, the incident doesn't quite feel as real to me because I never met the victim. Just in case, I asked them what they were doing between 11 PM on day 4 and 7 AM on day 5. And as I had expected, their answers were the same. Sleeping like a lock in my room, me too. Bum 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 bum. What are you guys doing here? At my question, the 4 of them tensed up and looked at each other. Nothing particular, we were just bored, that's all. There are lots of things we can use to relieve our boredom here. Hearing their reply, I informed them that I was investigating Kaku's murder case. They were taking a bath. What, are you out of your mind? Kaku was killed in the early morning on day 5. Almost 20 days has passed since then. Right now. Because you guys said you wouldn't trust me until I sniffed out the real culprit, remember? Does that mean you're suspicious of us? Huh? When say that, it's actually much better if I can prove beyond a shadow of doubt that we're all innocent. The more people we can confirm are innocent, the sooner we can prove that the killer had never been one of us to begin with, right? I see your point, but I'm afraid that will be difficult to accomplish. Why? Nobody from Group 1 has verifiable alibi. Group 1 is in the original members of the LDA Special Defense Unit, whereas Group 2 refers to the 5 members of the second to last Defense Academy. Wait, sister dears, but you and I have ironclad alibis. Because we were sleeping together in the same room, that doesn't hold any water from an objective point of view. It is just as Hiruko said. Testimony of sibling doesn't count. Miss Amamiya, you're distrustful of us too? Who said that? You're jumping the gun here. What if we look at possible motives? Motives? Like, is there anyone among you who had something against Gaku? Takumi, are you really expecting someone to say yes to a question like that? Besides, as Mr. Kinsaki mentioned just now, Mr. Maruka was killed in the early morning on day 5. At that point, we only know each other for 4 days, hardly enough time to develop a crotch deep enough to stab someone that many times over. And that's the truth? Yeah, I guess. That's why I believe there's no point trying to solve this case by looking at motives. That murder was carried out by a lunatic, that's the only way for it to make any sense. Which means the prime suspects would be the craziest lunatic of us all. The man, the myth, the meme, himself, Takumi.
Hey!
Why me? Because you killed Mr. Atsuki so easily, just like that. Without any proof. How many times do I have to explain? He betrayed us in the Honored feature, and that's why just say that to the police. Would they even hold up in a court of law? I killed him to stop him from carrying out a crime in the future. Does that sound like a good defense to you? It's the same old argument that wasn't worth repeating, so I didn't bother continuing. I simply sighed deeply, shook my head, and left. Finished talking with everyone. Sadly, I didn't manage to unearth anything new. Well, nobody in first had an alibi. They didn't have a motive either. Nothing's changed about this. But the 5 new members from the second, I realized any one of them could have been the culprit. They could have taken a school bus to and from first and second overnight. They could have also entered without triggering the alarm. All this investigation had done was throw more names onto the suspect list. The murderous weapon was still missing, and the killer left no trace at the murder scene at the scene of the crime. In short, there are 0 clues to go on. How do I even continue the investigation like this? A silent collapsed into bed. The day drew to a close night and slowly took over.
Well then.
Shira's carefree voice faded away into a darkness only to be slowly taken over by a cold silence. It was in that silence that I found myself heading to a certain place, the courtyard. Where Ava was being held, I went closer to her cage and stopped just in front of it. Takumi, something wrong? You look very tired. I'm not. You're just imagining things. Well then, why are you here? When Shona was bringing food to me, he told me about Gaku. He also shared a lot of other things with me. I'm aware of your current predicament. Doesn't lie to yourself, Takumi. The truth is, you think the killer is among the 12 of you, right? No, I don't. Please, you can be honest with me. I won't tell anyone. I'm the only one who can remove as a suspect. You can remove as a suspect because I only arrived here 3 days ago. It's literally impossible for me to have killed Gaku. If I managed to slip in somehow without triggering the alarm, I wouldn't have stopped at Gaku. In short, I am the only one in this school that you can trust right now. You come here because deep inside you know that too, am I wrong? You may be right. The words spilled out of my mouth before I could stop myself. I couldn't even be sure if I had meant what I said. You're not the same, Takumi. I don't trust my allies either, especially not Veshnes. The battle 3 days ago, she was supposed to send reinforcement for me, but they never came. She was using me as a bait. Bait. She nodded and continued talking. She should have seen me being caught from where she was located, but she didn't do anything because that was her plan all along. Wait a minute, I thought Veshnes was dead. That is what everyone seems to believe. But is it really true? I am of the opinion she is still alive somewhere out there. Takumi, here's the straight truth. There's a bomb inside my body. The detonator is on joint on my left hand pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at that time will be blown to smithereens. Please relax. I don't intend to go on going through with it. If I died, I would have done it a long time ago. Anyway, Veshnes ordered me to do this. If you get caught, blow yourself up in front of everyone in the Special Defense Unit. was not to humiliate myself by becoming a prisoner of war. But you didn't do that. My orders were to detonate in front of everyone. Was to blow up every single member of the Special Defense Unit. I didn't detonate the bomb when you apprehended me because the other 4 members were on the rooftop. Get it now, that's why you wouldn't offer any intel until it came. You came along, which defeated the purpose of the request. You were all supposed to come together. That was Vecna's plan, huh? Yes, to allow you to capture me before detonating, taking out everyone in one fell swoop. That's why she didn't send reinforcements. Eva clenched her jaw and lowered her head, her eyes brimming with tears. Okay, I understand the situation better now, but why are you sharing this top secret plan with me? I wasn't lying when I said I was feeling unwell this afternoon. It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here or telling you the truth and joining your side. The weight of that decision made me feel so ill, but in the end you decided to side with me. Yes, because I could never betray someone who saved my life. One more thing, your eyes, when I look into them, I sense something familiar. Something familiar? Solitude. It dwells within you. Those lonely eyes were what drew my heart to you. Her words weighed heavily on me. I felt like something I was trying desperately to keep hidden had been forcefully exposed. Yet instead of panicking, I felt a strange sense of relief deep inside. I may have been unknowingly putting a barrier between myself and the others because of my suspicions. It truly felt like Eva was the only one I could open up to, because she was the only one I could say with absolute certainty didn't kill Kaku. By the way, aren't you going to ask me about our army? Nah, I'm not in the mood for that right now. I probably wouldn't remember anything anyway. Then may I ask for a favor? Go on. Please, return my mask to me. Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks. We consider them as a part of us. Without it, I feel exposed. Fine, your mask, right? Yes, thank you so much. The mask. After leaving Eva, I went back to my room. I had mixed feelings about our conversation, a chaotic mix of slight relief and intense guilt and great confusion.
Hey!
With a loud cry, I jumped into the bed and resigned myself to a sleepless night ahead. $25.
Get be ready to...
After waking up to the usual morning announcement, I walked out of my room straight into Tsubasa. Once Takumi headed into breakfast. Yeah, hey, can I ask you something? What is it? You know what happened to Eva's mask? Eva's mask. Yeah, that thing she was wearing on the battlefield before she revealed her true face. Oh, it's been kept somewhere in the garage. Great, thanks, I'll go grab it later. Immediately after saying that, the door to the stairwell flung open and Kirishika came charging over. She quickly ran over to us with a strained look on her face and said, Something disturbing has been discovered in the classroom on the first floor. Something disturbing. Must come immediately. Everyone else is already on their way. What? Follow Tsubasa and Kirishika to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon arrival. What? No way. Let's play a killing game? Not again. It was a repeat on day 4. Somebody had used the red spray paint to write something on the digital blackboard again. Killing game, Poggies. No difference was the content of the text. This time it said, let's play a killing game. Who found it first? It was I. Upon discovering this foul sin, I immediately set off to inform everybody of it. What are you doing here in the first place? Yes, well, I had a wish to retrieve Lady Korra's mask before breakfast. It had been left on the ceiling catwalk since you flung it there yesterday. Kirishika, you shall pay for this later. Korra's already wearing her mask. She must have retrieved it before the rest of us came running in. Who would write it something like this? Isn't obvious? It's the same bastard who wrote the last threat, the same one who killed Gaku. You sure the handwriting seems a little different? My dear sister, Sharp's perception pieces through everything. Someone else wrote this. Who? Wait, could it be Eva? No, I think that's possible. When I delivered breakfast to her just now, her cage was properly locked. Who has the key? I do. It's the only copy in existence. Also, there's a special IC chip embedded inside that makes it impossible to duplicate. You can think about the other later. I'm more curious about what this killing game is supposed to refer to. Which part of killing game is so hard to understand? It's a game where you kill or be killed. Still doesn't make sense. Who plays? What are the rules? Where? How? When? Why? Suddenly Shoma raised his voice. Everybody look, there's something on the teacher's desk. This looks like a tape recorder. Guess we should listen to it. I pressed the play and an eerie sounding voice came out of the recorder.
The game has officially begun.
What the fuck is this route? What the hell?
Like the blackboard says, let's all
What is
play
this, Saw?
a killing game together. The name of this game is The Invader Hunt.
The message continued. Anyone willing to participate should gather in the Leisure Lounge at 7 p.m. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated, that is all. With those eerie words, the voice stopped. Silence prevailed. We could have heard a pin drop. We were all frowning, although nobody said anything. I gotta take a bathroom break quickly. Holy shit. Silence prevailed. We could have heard a pin drop. We were all frowning, although nobody said anything. The last note hadn't been a prank. Zero was destroyed and Kaku was murdered. This note could have been written by the same person. His last words especially kept echoing loudly in my mind. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. By the way, Kaku, you mentioned something about the handwriting of this message being different from the last. Maybe the culprit deliberately changed it. We should keep that possibility in mind. We seem to be jumping to conclusions about two different culprits when the MO's the same. So Kaku's murderer is on the move again. Basically, this could be from the same person who killed Gaku. So we might be able to find their true identity by joining the game, but that option came with major risks. The monster who destroyed Sirei and slaughtered Kaku was behind it after all. Joining the game despite the risks, or trying to keep everyone as safe as possible. We had until 7 p.m. to decide what to do, but it didn't seem prudent to delay our decision until the last minute. We had to stay united, all of us. For that to happen, I had to clearly express my opinion on the matter first as team leader. What was our best option? Should we join the game or ignore it completely? I thought long and hard about what to say, and then I made my decision. Join the Invader Hunt? I'm kinda interested in it, but I'm gonna... No. I don't listen. You don't tell me what to do, whoever you are. You don't tell me what to do.
Guys, here's what I think. I'm not going to join this Invader Hunt thing.
Right, of course not. A rational decision. I hope you can all follow my lead in this. I know I will. Something to be afraid of if we all reject it together. Hey, don't speak for everyone just yet. You joined first? What, you mean you're joining? Of course, I never get the chance to live out my fantasies like this again. Besides, the name Invader Hunt makes this game sound like it's going to be an absolute blast. I bet she loves it, man. I'm with Takumi on this one. You'll find me playing that game over my dead body. This Invader Hunt is just the culprit trying to trick us into believing it'll be fun. But it's clearly not stated on the blackboard that this is a killing game. The recording sets as much too. I'll follow Takumi's lead as well. It's against my artistic principle to kill for entertainment. This message doesn't make sense anyway. The sponsor said those not in the game will be eliminated, but we still get eliminated sooner or later if we did join. Don't be stupid. Nobody has to die if we win, right? Right? Jeremy, are you listening to yourself? You're taking this I love killing game persona a little too far, aren't you? I am not. I'm just saying what I really think. Jeremy's big tail swayed as she vigorously shook her head in denial, but there was definitely some uncertainty in her eyes. What about you, Hiruko? You haven't said anything yet? Either choice is fine with me. What do you mean? I'm not interested in this game at all. I am, however, interested in finding out the sponsor's identity. They'll make their move eventually, whether we join this silly game or not. That's when we'll swoop in and bring that sicko down, right? It's more or less what I was thinking. Then we have an answer. Yes, we're not gonna join the invader hunt. Darumi, you don't mind, do you? I do mind, but it's not like I can play a killing game by myself. Fine. I'll go with the maturity. So that we decided to stay together until the stipulated time. We didn't know what might happen, and there was always the possibility of the sponsor was actually one of us. Staying together meant we could prevent the sponsor from trying anything. I didn't tell anyone about that second reason though. They all seemed convinced the sponsor was an outsider who had infiltrated the school. Well, they were actually acting like they thought that way anyway. The sky turned dark as we whiled our time away. Finally, it was 7 PM, the time mentioned on the voice recorder. That was when I threw the door to the leisure lounge open. Not because I wanted to join the game, of course. I was there to declare as team leader that none of us would be joining. Everyone else stood outside just in case. Turning around, I could see the others trying to peer in through the door, which was slightly ajar. There was nobody else inside the room, not even a faint presence. After looking around, I lifted my head to the ceiling and shouted, "Hey, are you there? Can you see me? I'm here to tell you that none of us will be joining you stupid invader hunt." No response at all. Have it your way. That's all I'm about to say. Have a bad night. After that cold farewell, I turned around and stepped out of the leisure lounge. Have a bad night, man. Oh boy, you really said it. And after the sponsor said they kill us all if we refuse to play the game. Don't say I didn't warn you. Will we be okay? Gaku got killed the last time we did this. But that killer fled and went outside the wall of fire, right? Most likely, yeah. That's why the sponsor of this game probably isn't one of us. Gaku even said this morning that the handwriting was different this time. Can't be completely sure because they used spray paint. The sponsor wasn't the one who killed Gaku. There's also the possibility this entire thing was just a prank. So we need not be unnecessarily shaken. Let's see if the sponsor was the killer. The truth of the matter remains to be seen. Everybody felt momentarily silent after that. Question, what's the plan for tonight? Plan? Our sleeping arrangements, where should we all spend the night? I'm definitely sleeping in my dear sister's room. I'll sleep with Takimaru. No way. What? You don't trust Takumi even after he saved my life. You and me are through, man. But the Tsukuba twins aside, why don't we sleep in our own rooms like normal? Just lock the door and you'll be fine. I agree that 13 people here, making everyone sleeping in pairs would leave one person out. Alright, but why not put that person with one of the other pairs? To avoid having 3 people in one room, it's too risky. Risky? Why? Not again. Our team's already discussed this to death. And I have to repeat myself. Despite her complaint, Hiruko carefully explained to those who from the other academy why we decided to having 3 people in a room together was a bad idea. Well, why? That does make sense. We should all go back to our own rooms then. No, you just triggered the mother of all dead flags and you don't even know it. Well, anything to spice things up around here. I decided we all return to our own rooms to sleep after dinner. Ima insisted on sleeping in Kako's room, but nobody protested on that point.
Be ready.
In the morning, I headed to cafeteria for breakfast only to find that everyone else was already there. 1, 3, 9. Oh my god, how is it that I count 14 souls? Because you're terrible at math, there are only 13 people here. You see nothing bad happen. It was just a prank after all. But by who?
Huh?
And for what purpose? If you're asking me, I think the most likely suspect is... You all turn to look at Terumi. Wait a minute, you're accusing me of being the game sponsor? I don't think so. Terumi doesn't have the guts to pull off something like that. You underestimate me. I may not have guts, but I've still got my brain meat. They're small and overpowered, but they're there all the same. Oh, for the love of murder. Hey, can we just be happy that nothing happened? Please excuse me for exposing you to my foul-smelling dumpster bread, but why don't we all have breakfast together? After breakfast, we all headed off to do our own things, relieved that nothing bad had happened after all. As for me, I went back to my room. Almost immediately, a visitor came knocking. I opened the door to find Tsubasa standing outside.
Huh?
Something happened? Yes, Ava. About Ava's mask yesterday. I remember I brought it here for you. Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Took the mask from her. What are you gonna do with that? I was thinking of returning to Ava. What? You trust her now?
Huh?
Not really. It's just. I know. You fell in love with her. Well, of course not. She was narrowed her eyes at me. I felt my palms get sweaty. Never mind. It's none of my business. Everyone's free to love who they want. I told you that's not it. Since we're talking about the mask, I looked it over out of curiosity. Found something pretty interesting. That mask isn't an ordinary accessory. It actually comes installed with a bunch of high-tech features. Infrared night vision, zoom functions, organic life detection. Damn. There's even a miniature air tank inside that allows it to turn into a gas mask. Oops. Using that air tank, the wearer can survive completely shut off from the outside world for as long as 30 minutes. That's amazing. It almost sounds like it would be a waste to give it back to Ava. You won't be able to use it, Takumi. It's a custom made to fit specific shape. Ava's the only one who can wear it. Guess I might as well give it back after all. Even with the best technology in the world, she can't possibly harm any of us from inside that cage, right? Tsubasa thought about it for a while before nodding in agreement. By the way, when she's gonna give us more information about the enemy, she did promise to be useful if we spare her life. I actually think it'd be best if we could get her to join us as soon as an ally. An ally? Yeah, so that she can fight in defensive battles along with us. We need some kind of safety measures before allowing her to cut loose, of course. Like a collar with a bomb, maybe? That should put everyone at ease, right? If she tries to run or do anything fun, and all we have to do to stop her is press a button to activate the bomb. A bulb lit up my mind as Tsubasa was speaking. Tsubasa. Let's say there was already a self-destruction device in Ava's body. Would it be possible for someone else to activate it? It depends on how the bomb was built. If the detonation mechanism was designed to be triggered remotely, then maybe. In that case, your plan might actually work. Wait, you were being serious? You weren't just speaking hypothetically? Do you think that's something you can do? You want me to create a detonation device for the bomb inside her? Yes, once it's done, we'll have the perfect safety measure. Then we can allow Ava to join us, huh? Alright, I'll give it a shot. Awesome, I'm counting on you. Since I left, I went to look for Hiruko to get the key from her. The key that would open Ava's cage. I walked into a courtyard in her mask in hand. Takumi, Hiruko as promised. That's my mask. It sure is. I opened the cage using the key Hiruko gave me. After handing Ava's mask to her, I closed the door and locked it again. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know what to say. No need just keeping my promise. Well, I'll be seeing you. I turned around, giving a casual wave as I walked away. I'm back in my room, but now what? There's nothing for me to do here. I might as well go take a walk around school. Holy shit, free time. When was the last time I had a fucking free time, man? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. No rank up yet? Come on.
Well then.
Went to bed after an uneventful day. No, it only seemed uneventful. Something may have been brewing behind the scenes without me noticing. But since I had no way of certain that, I decided to simply go to bed and embrace sleep for the night. Woke up as the morning announcement played. It had barely finished when the piercing screams resounded in my ears. I jumped out of bed and dashed out of my room. Oh shit. You go to Boston, taking over out on the roof already. Is that Shoma just now? Yeah, I came running out when I heard it. I was already here when she came out. The scream came from the back of the building. Are you sure? Trust me, I can have dogs hearing. Okay, let's go. We made our way down the stairs as quickly as we could and headed for the back of the school. It didn't take long for us to reach our destination where we saw... No!
Shoma!
I rushed over to check his pulse and breathing.
Nothing. He's dead.
Oh!
No way!
Well, this time other team members had come running as well. It was Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, Yukamu, and Kurara. The gas in their eyes went white when they saw Shoma's body.
Shoma!
Impossible!
What is this?
Is he breathing?
No, unfortunately.
Get your act together. It's too early to give up. We just heard him screaming. He can't have been dead longer than 10 minutes.
Right. We can use the Revive-O-Matic to bring him back.
Let's get him to the infirmary!
Hurry the fuck up!
But just one moment.
The hell?
Sir Ima, Lady Kako, and Lady Darumi have not shown up yet.
Hey, you're right.
Maybe they woke up early and went to the cafeteria first?
Even so, they should have heard the scream. Weird that they didn't come running like the rest of us.
This isn't the time to discuss that. Get Shoma to the infirmary now.
Yeah, I'll carry him there on my back. I don't know how to work the Revive-O-Matic though.
I'll come with you. The rest of you can go look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi.
Got it.
I'm gonna put Shoma on his back and immediately ran off to the infirmary with Tsubasa. The rest of us split up to look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi. Since the person who attacked Shoma could still be lurking nearby, we split into teams for safety. We paired up with Hiruko and we decided to start with the cafeteria. Where is everyone? We made our way there as soon as we could, but there was nobody else inside. Ima, Kako, Darumi, anybody there? No response. Looks like they're not here. Yes, let's try somewhere else. Turning around, we dashed down the hallway towards the gym. But when we got there... Hey, I can't open the door. Is it locked? I peered through the small opening in the slight ajar door. There's a latch. Someone latched the door from inside. Hugo and I all look at each other nervously, neither daring to breathe. We're going to have to break the door open. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. The doors refused to budge even after we threw ourselves against them numerous times. Soon the noise we were making started attracting the others to the gym as well. We need some help here, guys. What we were trying to do was obvious enough that we didn't have to explain. Everyone nodded, took a couple of steps back, and prepared to charge the door. Ready, go! The latch broken apart with a cracking sound and we all tumble into the gym together. And lying on the floor in front of us. What?
This
Is that poison?
Unbelievable.
I ran to Kako and put a finger on her neck. There was no pulse. She was deadly cold. Hugo came from behind me and started examining Kako's body. Once she had finished, she turned to look at the others and suddenly shook her head.
But it's okay. She couldn't have been dead for too long, like Shoma.
Then we should take her to the infirmary now.
Yeah.
Nozomi ran over to Kako and lifted her head up. As she did, something fell out from Kako's right hand. What's this? A medicine TTX? By the time I noticed that Nozomi had already run out of the gym carrying Kako's body. As the rest of us started to leave, Hiruko suddenly spoke up. Wait, Yugamu, you go with Nozomi. Mongo, Kyoshika, Kurara continue looking for Iman, Darumi, and Takumi, you stay here. What? Why? Just do as I say for now and I'll explain later. Alright, let us be off at once. The others nodded at each other and then ran towards the hallway. Leaving only Hiruko and myself at the scene of the crime. Why only me? There's only one exit here, and it was latched shut. I turned to look at the exit. Lying on the floor nearby was a mop that had been broken into 3 pieces. The mop handle had been used as a makeshift latch. It would be impossible for someone to latch at the door like that from outside, which means this incident happened in a locked room. It's a locked room mystery. Assuming this is a truth, there are 2 possibilities I can think of. Can you guess what they are? I answered hesitantly. The first possibility is that, as much as I hate to say it, Kako killed herself, right?
Oh.
Yes, look at the bottle that dropped from her hand. What does the label say? TTX. It's an abbreviation for tetrodotoxin. It's extremely poisonous. Swallowing just 1 or 2 milligrams is fatal. You're saying Kako drank this? I don't know, but we'll have time to think about that later. The other possibility is the more pressing one. Because if Kako didn't take the potion herself, it didn't take me too long to make the connection. The killer is still hiding somewhere in the gym. Yeah, if there's a killer, that's why I told you to stay behind. Alright, let's look around. Yuko and I searched the gym as cautiously as we could. Despite leaving no stone unturned, we didn't find anyone hiding anywhere. It's clear that Kako took her own life. That's it though, Shoma was found sliced up at the back of the building around the same time. Don't you find it strange that somebody killed him while Kako killed herself? No, there's nothing strange about that if Kako had been the one to kill Shoma. For stabbing him to death, she ran into a gym, blocked the door with the mop handle, and ingested the poison to kill herself. I decided to state my opinion objectively, even though I really didn't want to say those words out loud. Maybe, but that wouldn't make sense if Kako died before Shoma. Remember how Kako felt when you touched her body? Yeah, she's already gone completely cold. I noticed it too. It's probably been several hours since she died. So Kako killed herself sometime last night, and then somebody killed Shoma sometime this morning. Kako was also murdered. That's a possibility as well. Is it possible when the door was latched from the inside? Wait, there's something more important here. Kako had already been dead for a few hours. Yes, I'm afraid it's already too late for her. Oh no. Holy fuck. Tsubasa and Nozomi and Yugamu were in the infirmary when Hiruko and I arrived. They were standing around with the grave looks on their faces. How is Shoma and Kako? Well, we managed to successfully revive Shoma. That's great. Yes, what a relief, but he's still unconscious. His physical body has been restored to full health, but it seems he hasn't recovered mentally from the attack yet. Where is he? Sleeping in his room, Takuma taking care of him. What about Kako? We put her body into Revive-O-Matic, but alas. Yuko and I went behind the Revive-O-Matic to look at the monitor. What was written on the screen made our hearts sink. Cause of death, respiratory paralysis induced asphyxiation. Estimated time of death day 27 between 1 and 4 a.m. Traces of TTX poison detected in your body. Oral intake of TTX presumed to have led to respiratory paralysis induced. No external injuries from found on body. Too much time has passed since death and impossible to revive. Silence of the room was broken by the door being thrown open and 3 people running in. Where's Emma though? Darmir safe? Where were you all this time? In the rec room playing slots. You were doing what? You can't blame me. I was left this morning and didn't see anyone in the cafeteria. Just assumed everybody was off doing their own thing. Kishika and I found her in the rec room and dragged her here. We told her about Shoma and Kako. Still we didn't yet know if they'd been successfully revived, so here we are. Did it go well? Just then 2 other people barged into their room noisily. Miss Osuzuki told me what happened. I was sleeping in my dear sister's room last night, but when I woke up, she was nowhere to be found. I've been looking around for her ever since. I saw him running around the hallways like a headless chicken and brought him here. Where's my dear sister? What has happened to her? I explained the situation to everyone who had just arrived. The news that Kako could no longer be revived hit everyone like a ton of bricks. Tears started welling up in Moko's and Kishika's eyes while Kurara was sniffling away under her mask. Darmir alone shed no tears. She had a vacant look on her face as she stared absently into space. And as for Ima...
No! 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 Dear sister! My
Can't blame me,
dear
Ima!
Sister! No!
Without anger, she cried. The distraught Ima lost control of all reason and started lashing out. We managed to wrestle him to the ground, pinning him his limbs down even as he struggled violently.
Wait here while I go grab the gamma feel.
What's that?
A powerful anesthetic. We have some in the biolab.
Yukami dashed off as quickly as she could. He came back a while later with the gamma field, which she then injected into Ima. The drug caused Ima to weaken and slump over. Yukami observed him closely.
All is fine now. He's unlikely to wake up before tomorrow morning.
We moved the unconscious Ima to his room and assigned Moko to watch over him. After that, we took Kako's body to the morgue. There were now 3 bodies lying on the tables in the morgue. Kako's body was the smallest. I kept staring at her. When I closed my eyes, I could still see her innocent smile. Couldn't believe the girl I had thought of like my own little sister was now gone. Indescribable ache spread through my chest at that thought. Unable to stand the pain, I forced myself to look away. After that, we went to the courtyard to check the cages. Eva was still inside hers. The door was securely locked. Yuka and I went on to tell the others that what we learned from the investigating the gym, the improvised latch, the bottle of poison, and how there had been no one else inside. While we were talking, the sun had set. The darkness of night was slowly taking over. It was already evening. Since nobody was in the mood for a meal, we gathered in the leisure lounge instead of the cafeteria. So Takamaru, were you not supposed to be attending to Search Shoma? Yukami took over. He was still out cold, but he's physically fine now. She understand why Kako would kill herself. Nah, Savari explained, we don't know for sure that it was suicide. No. We haven't found suicide note, not in the gym, on her clothes, or in her room yet. But the gym door was locked shut from the inside. We didn't find anyone else in there, correct? Yes, but I find it hard to accept that Kako had killed herself when Shoma was clearly killed by someone else.
Oh.
How would she even do such a thing? I won't be fully convinced until a clear reason surfaces. I think she was married to by that sponsor who was trying to get us to join the invader hunt. They did warn us this would happen. We all heard what that recording said. Remember, all who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. All who refused. That means the rest of us are targets too. You're telling us that sponsor wants to kill us all? The first threatening message said something about everyone dying too. It sure did. The first and second threats. We assumed they were written by different people because of the handwriting. But I'm starting to think it was the same person who, after all, we went against the first note. We ignored their demand to leave the academy and chose to stay behind instead. That gave the culprit an idea. I'll hold a killing game and force those guys to murder each other. But when we went against the second request as well, they decided they were going to have to do it themselves. By it, you mean killing us. Yep, it all makes sense when you think of it this way, doesn't it? That would mean the perpetrator has already murdered 4 people. 4. Sir Kaku, Lady Kako, Sirei, and Sir Shoma. Though Sir Shoma was lucky enough to escape the jaws of death, so we're up against a ruthless serial killer here. You can't just let someone poach our friends and get away scot-free. But how do we find them? Haven't I mentioned this before? The killer may well be one of us. Everyone tense up at Hiruko's words and started exchanging suspicious glances. Not everyone is a suspect though. It would have been impossible for Takumi, Tsubasa, Takemaru, and me to have done this. Can you be so sure? Oh, that's right, the 4 of us met each other on the rooftop this morning immediately after hearing Shoma scream. He was stabbed at the back of the building. Even if we could teleport, there's no way we could have appeared on the rooftop right after slicing him up that badly. He wasn't thrown down from the rooftop after being stabbed either. His body hadn't taken any fall damage. Just a moment. What if all 4 of you were working together? Yes, it would definitely seem possible from your point of view. It would also mean one in 3 of our team are killers. I don't think SDU would be worth that much then. That line of reasoning isn't strong enough to prove your innocence. Anyway, what were the rest of you doing at that time? I remember those who came after us were Nozomi, Kiyoshika, and Kurara. Moko and Yukamu too, though they aren't here right now. Where did you guys come from? I ran from the entrance hall. Simply found myself in the group as I was heading to the back of the building. How did you know to go there? Well, I heard the Shoma scream, but I chose to wait in my room first before making a move. Then I overheard you guys talking outside. You said something about the scream coming from the back of the building, remember? So I followed you to the scene of the crime. Nozomi and Darumi said the same thing, but I couldn't tell if they were telling the truth. Whatever the case, there was no denying the perpetrator could have joined up with the group halfway through without anyone realizing. Your suspicions are misplaced, especially when there's much likelier suspect to cast aspersion on. Yes, someone who didn't even show up at the crime scene. Wait, you mean me? You were totally trying to get us all to join that stupid killing game. So when we refused to have to cave after the second threat, you decided to... It wasn't me. Nothing to do with that threat. I overslept, that's all. We all shot Darumi deeply suspicious looks. Her dismay and bewilderment were palpable. Bits of sweat rolled down her face, making her makeup run. Hey, can I say something? I think it's counterproductive for us to be doubting each other like this. How are we going to handle future battles if we can't even stay united? Let's calm down and think about things rationally. Under normal circumstances, the probability of the killer being an outsider is a lot higher than the alternative. But would an outsider be able to slip in without triggering the alarm? Well, that's... Maybe it was Ava? Impossible, we checked the cage just now, remember? She was still inside and the gate was properly locked. Not only that, I have the key right there, right here. This is the only key and it can't be duplicated as Hiruko said. I also locked my door last night so nobody could have stolen the key from me while I was asleep. What if you were working with her? Can you debunk that theory? Takumi has been with me since morning. Even if he had let Ava out of her cage last night to stop Shoma, he couldn't have locked it back up this morning without my knowledge. You need the key to lock the cage just as much as you need to unlock it. That means one of us. No, it can't be. There has to be a way for someone to come in without triggering the alarm. There's always the possibility that nobody slipped in at all. What are you saying? Saying the killer could have already been hiding in the academy before the first team was dispatched here. That's true. If they were here already, they wouldn't have triggered at the alarm. So that person is still hiding somewhere in this school right now. All of a sudden, Tsubasa's raised her voice. And I can make an organic life detection device. Organic life? Detection device? Put simply, it's a machine that detects the number of large living organisms on school grounds. It won't be advanced enough to pinpoint the exact locations, but having a precise number should tell us if there's really an outsider hiding here. You can make something like that? On a similar function while investigating Ava's past 2 days ago. Took the opportunity to study it thoroughly. So yes, I can make something like that. In 7 days maybe. 7 days. Until then, let's stop being suspicious of each other like Nozomi suggested. We'll assume that the killer is an outsider until proven wrong. What do you guys say? Everyone nodded in agreement. The moment I saw that, the world around me started to spin. What is this? That was the last thought of my mind before it shut down completely. 39. Okay.
Be ready to...
I woke up to the now all too familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. It was deja vu time. She noticed right away that I was awake and leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room a few times more than the last before finally coming to a stop. And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Give me a bathroom break. What day is it today? Day 39.
Huh?
Fifth on the day, night of the day is 27, so I've been out for 11 days. Yes, we're almost out of emergency feeding strips. When I lose consciousness, I didn't get stabbed on day 27, and my old wound didn't reopen. Nosumi regarded me with a simple look on her face as I mumbled to myself, then she gave me the diagnosis. What the? Wait, did you have a fainting disease? What the fuck is that?
Huh?
Fainting disease? Also known as psychogenic pseudo-syncope. Disease that causes you to suddenly lose consciousness after being exposed to strong physiological shock or stress. Like your mind just blows out. Have a disease like that? Yes, after what happened to Shoma and Kaku on day 27. Your mind suffered a heavy blow, and even though you somehow made it to a nighttime okay, the moment you felt like you could relax, your mind completely shut down just like that. How could you tell you I had this disease? This is the third time you fainted out of the blue, right? And it always takes you a long time to regain consciousness. This didn't seem like a normal behavior, so we decided to scan your brain. You've seen the Revivomatics diagnosis function. I don't remember contracting a disease like that. This is what the machine analysis said. Traces of treatment found on damaged parts of the brain. Fainting disease likely developed as an after effect. Treatment on my damaged parts of my brain. I don't know what exactly happened. Was it during the during when they created us? At any rate, the damage isn't life-threatening and doesn't affect your cognitive functions on your or your judgment. That's part nothing to worry about, at least. Easy for you to say. This means I could faint again if something stressful happens, right? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be alright. As long as we make sure nothing too stressful happens again. So has nothing changed? Changed? Like, have you guys learned anything about the killer while I was out? No, we haven't made any progress in that area. The unknown killer remains at large and we don't have a single clue to follow. Nobody's been attacked since then, so we're still alive, at least. What about Shoma and Ima? Shoma's regained consciousness already, but he said he doesn't know who stabbed him. You can ask him about it for yourself later. And Ima? He's barricaded himself in his room and hasn't said much to us. Just a word or two when we delivered food to him. Needless to say, he didn't fight in the defensive battle that happened on day 33. Ima, Shoma, and Darumi sat out the battle as well as usual. Are those three still suspicious of me? Yes, they seem to think of you as the most likely suspect, but even if you weren't the one, it had to be someone from the SDU. That's what those three believe. Nasumi and I headed to the cafeteria together where everyone except Ima, Shoma, and Darumi were gathered. When they saw me, they said things like, "You're awake," or "Thank goodness." Everyone was quietly rejoicing about seeing me on my feet again. The reactions were a lot more subdued than before. Could hardly blame them. This was the third time I'd woken up after losing consciousness for several days. At least that was That was what I thought. It turned out they had no reason to be despondent. The dark gloomy aura that hung over the group indicated there was something more at play here. I finished breakfast and returned to my room soon after Tsubasa came knocking. So how dejected everyone seemed just now, right? Wanna know why? Sure. She pulled out something from behind her back. What's this? Your kind of life detections device. Alright, you finished it. 5 days ago, yeah. But now I hadn't. Why not? Is this the reason everyone's jumping at shadows? She turned the device on as she spoke. 13. The total number of life forms in this academy, that's all of us, including Ava. Which means there are no outsiders in the school, and their culprit is really one of us. Yeah, I wonder who it could be. That's what everyone else believes now, except for me and Nozomi, that is. You two still think it was an outsider that did it? I don't know, but the killer could have fled outside after stabbing Shoma, right? The possibility of that's happening seemed low to me, but I forced myself not to voice those doubts. Anyway, that's why everyone's so down. Basically, it's because they're all suspicious of one another. This isn't going to end well. Without trust, we won't be able to put up a united front during the next defensive battle. Can't you do something, Takumi? I'll do what I can to help as well. Just tell me what you need. I just remember I finished that other thing you asked me to make a while ago too. What thing? You know, the remote detonator that'll trigger the bomb in Ava's body. Once she completed, after carefully investigating her body with her consent, of course. Suppose I rummaged through her pocket and took out something that looked like a remote control. I took it and re-gripped it tightly in my hand. Thanks, this puts me at ease. I'll probably add Ava to the team starting from the next battle. Yeah, that should help out our combat power. The problem is getting the others to trust her. Oh well, I'm done my part. The rest is up to you. With that, she left the room. Up to me, huh? How should I do this? What was it Tsubasa said before? The killer could have fled outside after stopping Shoma. To be honest, I didn't think they did. I had no concrete proof, but everything that had happened so far felt like a part of a larger scheme that someone was orchestrating. At the very least, I was convinced the cult wasn't going to stop at Shoma's stabbing. In that case, excluding myself, the killer must be one of the other 12 students at this academy. No, wait. Shoma was a victim. If Hiruko, Tsubasa, and Takamaru and Eva were also innocent, that leaves just 7 suspects. Darumi, Nozomi, Kyoshika, Yukamu, Moko, Ima, and Kurara. I never really chose to treat any of my friends as suspects, but as it turns out, I don't have the choice right now. I won't get everyone's trust until I identify the real culprit. And if I don't have the trust, the SDU would fall apart and everyone would be annihilated by the invaders. The only way to prevent that from happening is to reveal the identity of the killer. That was what the boy with the unknown flame said. He must have known something like this would happen. At any rate, this was the only way of resolving all of this that I could think of. I have to find the culprit no matter what. I clenched my fist and resolved to devote myself to the investigation. No answer. I know you're inside. Can we talk?
Hey!
Trying to track down the culprit, but I need something to go on. At that, a voice called out for me from the other side of the door. You're awake, Mr. Sumino. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can tell you. Come on, there's got to be something. You see, I'm suspicious of you too. I think you may have been the one who killed my dear sister. What are you talking about? I didn't kill her, and in the first place, Kako, she killed herself? Is that what you're trying to say? A preposterous suggestion. There was absolutely no reason for my dear sister to do such a thing. She had no worries, no sorrows. Even if she did develop any, she would have told me about them. My dear sister did not kill herself. I have no doubt she was murdered. Like I told you just now, I suspect that the killer may have been you, Mr. Sumino. The only reason I haven't exactly vengeance yet is because I'm not completely sure it was you. Accidentally killing the wrong person would be playing right into the hands of the real culprit. But I must lose my sense of reason if we continue to speak much longer. Can you please leave now while I'm still in my right mind? I could sense that prolonging the conversation would lead nowhere. I refuse to respond to any further attempts to talk. We're still in the cafeteria. Don't talk to us now. We're in the midst of a very serious discussion. Nozomi just refuses to listen to reason. What's the discussion about? Still don't believe the culprit is one of us. I'm trying to tell everyone to stop being so suspicious of each other. You saw that device solo for the number of the life forms in the school? Yes, but that doesn't prove that the crimes were inside jobs. The culprit must have fled outside the wall of fire after stopping Shoma. We're trying to tell you that is not possible. Yeah, this doesn't seem like the killer who stopped at 1 or 2 victims. The clue is that they wanted to kill everyone both in the tape recording and that first message. But I just can't. Takumi, say something. Well... Stammered hard because I was more in the line with Kurara's way of thinking than Nozomi's. I did feel bad for Nozomi, so I decided to simply avoid committing for now. Sorry, I just remember I have something I needed to do. Gotta go, bye. Wait, Takumi, hey, come back here, please. I ignored Nozomi's pleas and quickly pulled it out of the room and into the hallway. Sorry. Medicine, one of mankind's most eminent inventions for sustaining life and dealing death. Can I help you today, Takumi? I told you that I was investigating the case. Does it include Kako's death too? Yes, the suspicious circumstances of her death bothered me as well. My main objective was to solve the attempted murder of Shoma, but that didn't mean it was my only concern. Information that might help solve Kako's case would be more than welcome. There were other cases to think about as well, like Sire's destruction and Kako's murder. I hadn't found any further clues to those cases despite my thorough investigation on day 24. So I decided to focus on Shoma's case first while the trail was still fresh. There's something bothering you about Kako's case? Yes, there is. Remember her chaos of death? Since just that Shodo-toxin and extremely potent poison, when we found her, she was holding a bottle labeled TTX tightly in her right hand. That bottle was originally from the police biolab. So the poison was taken from here. That would appear to be the case. Whether by Kako, who could then kill herself with it, or by someone else who used it to kill Kako. Is this room open to everyone? Sure is. There's no lock on the door and the cabinets are unsecured too. Anyone could have taken anything at any time. Somebody also stole the gamma file plus syringes and needles to administer it. Gamma file, the substance you used to knock Ima out on day 27. The very same. But if it's still here, it hasn't been stolen, right? There are multiple bottles here, several are missing. Didn't happen recently either. I first noticed the missing bottles on day 27. When I came here to get the supplies needed to help with Ima, I saw that there were already some missing. Why would the killer do that? You don't know for sure if the killer was the one who stole them. The thing is, the proper dilution, this substance can numb the body's pain and emotional receptors without causing loss of consciousness. Perhaps that was what the thief wanted to use it for. Took me a long time to see. I heard you were out cold for a while. I woke up all of a sudden for some reason. Glad you did. Is there something I can help you with today? There's no point in asking Eva about the case, so I decided to talk about something else. Do you remember what you told me before? When you said you decided to take your chances with us, right? Yes, I will no longer try to self-destruct in everyone's presence for the reasons I previously explained. Then will you fight with us instead? Fishness, the one who betrayed you, is still alive, right? By joining us in battle, you can personally take revenge against her and her underlings. This is what Tsubasa asked to conduct a thorough investigation of my body the other day, so that if I ever tried anything, your team would be able to detonate the bomb inside my body remotely, using the device you made. Yes, but I just want to make one thing clear. I didn't ask for the device because I'm suspicious of you. Just something that's needed to put the others at ease. Ava thought for a while about what I said. Alright, you saved my life, so if there's anything I can do to help you, I'll do it. Thank you. Fortunately, you'll still have to wait for a while before I can let you out of here. I need to clear it with the others first. Understood? I will wait. Yuko, you were here the other day too. What's so interesting about this place? I want to investigate the Kako's body again. What about you? I'm here to investigate the case as well. As if your clumsy brain could ever bring us closer to the truth. Oh, be quiet. You decided to repeat herself in a harsh voice. As if your clumsy brain. You know that's not what I meant. Have you already looked at Kako's body? Yes, and the other two as well. Eito and Kaku 2. Didn't we already check Kaku's body on day 24? Yes, but something happened to make me realize I need to check it again. I discovered the 2 surprising facts after re-investigating Kaku's body. Surprising fact? The first concerns her cryptoglobin. Her body's been almost completely drained of it. There's a cut under her ankle. Her body was likely moved somewhere and hung up for an extended time. They returned her here after being almost completely drained out of cryptoglobin. When? I'll get to that later. Let me tell you about my other discovery first. Kyuko walked to Kaku's body and removed the sheet that was covering it. Then she flipped her body over and what I saw flabbergasted me. What the hell? Marks of a stolen heart. What? Somebody cut a hole in her back, smashed her ribs, and dug her heart out. What the fuck? Why would anybody do that? Before we talk about that, check the other bodies as well. I did as I was told and flipped Eito and Kaku's body over, only to see the exact same marks on them. A large empty cavity on their backs. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What indeed? What is so calm about this? Their hearts have been removed from their bodies. I know, that's what I've been trying to tell you. When did this happen? When we investigated Kaku's body on day 24, his back was still intact. So it still was on day 27 too, 24 and 27. Check Eito's and Kaku's bodies when we removed Kaku's body here. Nobody had holes in their backs at that point in time. I mean, they must have been happening sometime after the night of the day 27. The perpetrator likely did it to all 3 at the same time. That may have been when they extracted Kaku's cryptoglobin as well. Who? Simple logic dictates that the culprit behind this series of events did it. But why? How should I know what the culprit is up to? Perhaps they're simply a lunatic who collects hearts as a hobby or a gourmet who enjoys a spot of grilled myocardium with lemon on top. Both examples are crazy. Just one thing I can't seem to figure out. Why were the hearts extracted from the back? Making an opening in the chest would make removing them so much easier. Why would go about it this way? Neither of us could come up with anything feasible, so we decided to investigate the bodies again. There was not a single further clue to be found. What are you guys doing here? If this is a serial killer Takumi, you're awake. I'm a serial killer, so stop calling me that. Maybe I'm investigating the identity of the culprit right now. Do you mind if I ask a few questions? Whoa, can you be any more shameless? The criminals are role-playing as detectives now. I'm not talking to you, I'm asking Shoma. You want to know about the person who stabbed me? Told the others a bunch of times already. I didn't get a good look at them. How did you not get a good look at them, though? Wait, I thought you were sure Takumi did it. Yes, but it's not like I have any proof, so... Does that mean you didn't see the culprit when you were stabbed? You were stabbed from front though, weren't you? No, I did see someone, but they were wearing a mask. About the person's height or body structure. Can't be sure, they were just in a long black poncho thing. You must have seen some identifiable features. It's attacked the moment I turned around, so I'm afraid not. I screamed immediately, and before I realized it, I'd been shoved to the ground. I don't remember anything after that. I fainted after the first 2 or 3 stabs. So you don't even know if it was man or woman? No? Did they say anything? Actually, I did hear something as I was being stabbed. The person kept saying, die, die. You should have been able to recognize the voice. The thing is, I didn't. Why not? The voice had been changed with a voice changer. A voice changer, huh? Went to the gym last. When I stepped inside, I saw that Tsubasa and Takamaru were already there. Tsubasa, Takamaru, perfect timing. I need to ask you guys about something. What is it? Remember the voice changer you showed me in the garage the other day? Still there? Shoma told you about the culprit using the voice changer, huh? Yeah, he did. Guess right, Takumi, the device gone missing. I knew it. The culprit stole it, huh? Think so? When did you realize it was gone? On the day 28th, the day Shoma regained consciousness, I went to the garage to check after hearing his story, and voice changer was already gone. Yeah, without anyone realizing. She showed us the voice changer on the afternoon of day 24. It must have been stolen up between that time and the morning of day 27 before Shoma got stabbed. What are you two doing here, though? I'm allowed thinking myself while you were out, and I just don't believe Kaku killed herself. Me too, at first, suicide seemed like the only possibility based on the situation. Listening to Hiruko though, I started to realize how unnatural the whole thing seemed. But if she was killed, how did the culprit get away? That's what we need to figure out. And so here we are. Maybe there's a secret tunnel or something here that we completely missed. We're all here to do the same thing then. You mean... Yes, Kako died under such a mysterious circumstances that I can't stop thinking about it. Let's check the place out together. Yeah, and we can trust each other since all three of us are here as safers. Safers? Those of us that can be safely removed from the list of suspects safers. It's true. And thus we began to investigate the gym. We went around knocking on walls and floors to check for hidden doors. Some time passed before Takemaru shouted at us from the stage. Hey, come over here, I found something crazy. We were standing at the corner of the stage. Tsubasa and I hurried over. What in the world? No, wait, there really was a hidden tunnel, or should I say a hidden ladder. I checked this place before, but I found nothing. What did you do? Go check out Doc's hearing. Knocked it on the floor and knew right away there was an empty space underneath. Then I groped around the surface and what do you know? A rotatable handle came flipping out. Grabbed the handle, pulled it, and there you have it. Let's go see what's down there. Yeah. Where's the lead? We slowly made our way to the long ladder. Eventually, I felt my toes touching the solid ground. What I saw there was... Isn't this... You know this thing? Yeah, remember what I told you before? This is the escape pod that deploys on the last day. No way. Damn. Does that mean we can't get inside? We can go to artificial satellite? We ran to the entrance of the pod and checked the door. There was no peanut to it. The door to this pod automatically opens on day 100. No manual override available. Despite the no, we kept looking around for a way to open it manually. However, we were unable to find anything. Nope, these things can't be opened from outside. How about we use a crowbar to pry it open? Then the pod becomes useless because of our outer space is a vacuum. So we have no choice but to wait until day 100. We have to give up on the idea of pouring the pot before then. Shit. By the way, have you guys forgotten why we came down here in the first place? Of course not. We were trying to solve the locked room case, weren't we? Yeah, Hiroko and I thoroughly investigated the gym after discovering Kako's body. But if the killer had been hiding in the storeroom or the ladder shaft at that time, couldn't possibly have found them. Then after you and Hiroko left the gym, the killer got out and walked through the exit like nothing ever happened. Which means Kako really was killed. We don't have a concrete proof of that yet, however this does disprove the previous notion that it couldn't possibly have been a murder. Wait, assuming for a moment she was murdered, wouldn't that also prove the killer was an outsider because when we found Kako's body, Takemaru, Shoma, and I were in the infirmary whereas everyone else was in the gym? No, not everyone. 2 were missing. That's right, Darumi and Ima. Ima could have been the killer. He worshipped the ground and she walked on. Darumi though, she said she was playing slots or something. She could have been lying through her teeth. It's always possible that an outsider did it. You made that life detection device yourself, unless you're telling me I made that number up. I didn't know such thing. Was the correct number, but the killer could have already gotten away by the time I finished making the device, right? Just then I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, an item on the ground next to the cockpit of the escape pod. It caught my eye for some reason. I walked all over to pick it up. IT. Hey, what's that? A handkerchief? It seems. See something embroidered on it? That reads IT. Information technology? Maybe just as in It Girl? Could it be referring to the initials of the name? IT? Ima Tsukumo. Ima Tsukumo. But there's no way Ima would have known. When we exited the gym, we saw that it was already nighttime. I asked Takemaru and Tsubasa to gather the others before heading to Ima's room myself. Come on, Ima, I need to ask you about something. Somebody felt like he would keep hiding if I told him about the handkerchief, so I decided not to say anything for now. We found a clue that might lead us to Kako's killer. I made that assertion even though I had no solid proof that she had been killed because I found it to get him out of the room. A short while later, I heard the door being unlocked. And then Ima appeared from behind it. You believe me about my dishes to be murdered? Yes, can you come with me? Slowly but surely, Ima nodded in accent. Takemaru, Tsubasa, and I took everyone to a storeroom where the escape pod was being kept. told them how we had found the place and how the pod could only be used on day 100. After climbing back out, we all headed to cafeteria.
Huh?
So what was the clue that you found? For that, I need to check something with Darumi. On day 27, when we found Kako's body, were you really playing slots at that time? You're still suspicious of me? Then check the machine's play log, then you'll know for sure I was playing around that time. And how could I have possibly stabbed Shoma if I've been hiding in that storeroom the whole time? The only way out of that place is through that tunnel, right? I wouldn't have been able to get out of the gym until the coast was clear. Perhaps you clambered out of the escape pod's elevator shaft. I'm no Spider-Woman, and that shaft has no footholds. It's impossible to climb. The ceiling of that shaft is covered with a thick wall. That's something that can be opened by human hands. How about this? You were the one who killed Shoma. You were the one who killed Kaku, but not the one who to stab Shoma. You're suggesting there were two culprits. Indeed I am. And does that number 2 ring any bells with regard to the situation? When we found Shoma's body, there were 2 people missing from the scene. You're suspicious of me as well? He must face twisted in a grimace. I hesitated for a moment when I saw his expression, but decided to show everyone the handkerchief we had found. This is the clue I was talking about. We found it in the escape pod storeroom. The letters IT have been embroidered on it. Are these initials? Would that refer to Ima Tsukumo? But so, this is your handkerchief, right, Ima? The fact that it was in the storeroom means Sir Ima killed Lady Kako. You out of your mind? Me? Kill my very own dear sister? I didn't think that was possible either. Because Ima was the one who stabbed Shoma and Darumi was the one who killed Kako. Ima dropped the handkerchief in the storeroom when he was casing the joint. I told you it wasn't me. Think Miss Amamiya and I were accomplices? And that I tacitly approve of my dear sister's murder? That's no different from accusing me of killing my dear sister myself. You're crazy. I can't believe that even crossed your minds. So you deny the charge? Of course I do. Explain yourself. Why was your handkerchief in the storeroom? That's because, you see, you are feeling guilty. No. No. Ima dashed out of the cafeteria screaming. Wait, Ima. We all dashed after him. Ima grabbed the fire extinguisher in the entrance hall before running outside. We followed him as he ran out of the building. He was running at full speed through the schoolyard and none of us could catch up. Finally, he tore through the wall of fire and ran to the other side. We followed behind. When we got to the city ruins, something unexpected happened. All of a sudden, a large object shaped like an onion appeared out of nowhere and captured Ima, who had been running ahead of us. Ima! The onion object then flew high up into the air with Ima and vanished out of sight. What just happened? And what was that thing? I'd seen that onion-shaped thing before in the previous timeline. That was probably a commander. You're serious? He must be captured by the enemy? No way. That can't be true. It's alright, we can probably figure out where they went. What? You know how he must be rather emotionally unstable lately, right? So I thought he might just end up and go missing one day, so I secretly planted a transmitter in his body when bringing food to him. You should be able to see where they took him from the war room. You clever girl, you. Let's all head back for now. We traced the transmitter and quickly figured out exactly where Ima had been taken. It was the enemy's relay station we had visited in the previous timeline. Immediately besides making a plan to get Ima back, after some discussion we decided to split into 2 teams. Rescue team, me, Hiruko, Takemaru, Tsubasa, and Kurara. The defense team, Nozomi, Moko, Kyoshika, Yugamu, Shoma, and Darumi. So we rescue him, even though he may very well be the killer. It's not set in stone yet. What if it was all a mistake? Could you ever live with the fact that you abandoned an innocent friend? I knew you would say that. I was just making sure. And having only 5 people on the defense team is not very reassuring. Yeah, can we add 1 more or something? No, what if the enemy attacks in the meantime? Can't afford to be lax on home security. In that case, Takumi. Yeah, it's time. Everybody follow me. So Takumi, Lady Eva is out and about now. Why have you done such a thing? Yes, you can see I let her out, but why? I intend to let her join the rescue team. Huh? Explain about the bomb in Eva's body and the remote detonator we had made to trigger it. You really think this will work? If you feel she's acting suspicious, you can press the button to blow her up yourself. Put the remote detonator into an astonished Hiruko's hand. Now do you feel reassured? Hiruko fell silent at my words. After a few moments, she said, have it your way. So thank you for having me on the team. I look forward to being useful to you. Right then, we'll be right back. With that Ima. Good luck. Stay safe. Rescue team set off for the enemy relay station where Ima was being held captive. By the time we got close to the relay station, the sun was just starting to rise. We got off the bus and climbed up a small hill to survey the relay station.
We don't know where exactly Ima is being held in this base, but that doesn't matter. Let's just bust in there and start kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, you guys already saw how that commander could fly.
That has to be Quenzele.
Quenzele? Is that his name?
Yes, and he's an absolute creep. Feel free to make mincemeat out of him.
A flying enemy? Sounds like a headache already. How do we even get to him?
We'll be fine with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears.
Why? Can't you just make it now?
This particular weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode.
Got it. Guess there's no helping it then.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out!
Now, do you understand that I would never betray you?
I shall reserve judgment until this entire battle is over.
Where's the commander?
That Quenzele guy?
He should be here any time now. Aha. Speak of the devil.
He's finally here! Like moths to a flame!
Everybody, cover Kurata while she crafts the artillery!
Understood.
Got it!
It's set! Told you it wouldn't take long!
Told you!
The pain. It hurts. Why do this? What has prompted this cruelty?
Serves you right, Quenzele.
You're... Ava. I noticed you were here a while back, but... Does this mean you've switched allegiances?
Yes. It's not as if I had any future in the Sovereign Army anyway.
Suddenly Quinzel broke off and stared at something behind us.
Overlord Vashnes!
What?
You idiot! You'll
Huh? There's no one there.
Don't tell me.
Jumped back around, but it was too late.
He got away?
Freaking coward!
I guess you could say that Quenzele has been... Quenzled.
Very, very funny. After the battle, we split up to look for Ima. It took a while, but I eventually found him locked up in a cage.
Are you alright? Hold on. I'll get you out now. Mr. Samino!
Swung my sword down and the lock and broke up probably the loud noise. I opened the door and quickly guided Ima outside, but then I saw something flashing out of the corner of my eye right next to the cage. Next moment, well, shit. Well, shit. Just like that again, huh? I still grabbed Ima from behind. The snap action meant my body shielded Ima from the brunt of blast. Calling pain ripped through my back as I choked down and cried of pain and asked,
Ima, are you okay? Yes, but what about you? Don't worry about me, as long as you're fine. Huh? Mr. Samino? Mr. Samino! Mr. Samino!
Mr. Samino!
Get in if you're so.
This time she wasn't shocked at all. Instead, she looked at me with a gentle softness in her eyes.
Morning. You're awake now?
We didn't have to ask about the day since it was mentioned in the announcement just now.
It's day 50 today.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about the feeding drips. We went to the second academy and brought a whole lot back.
Oh. Thanks as always.
You should thank the others too. They were the ones who actually got the drips. And I wasn't the only person taking care of you while you were out.
I stepped in the bed. For some strange reason, I wasn't feeling any aches or pains. I'm fine physically. The truth is, the external injuries have been as bad as they seem, which means the real reason I was out for such a long time was because of the fainting disease. Think so? Has anything changed? You mean the murder cases we haven't made any progress? Ima and Darumi are still denying they were working together. Because and I don't believe they did anything either, but the others. Something else has changed though. Ima's been taking part in the defensive battles. What? Shooting back at the enemy relay station, remember he said he's joining the fight for you. I see. Except he's still as reticent as ever and hardly ever leaves his room otherwise. You can blame him though, other than Tsubasa and me, everybody's suspicious of him. But he did say he was willing to tell you and only you everything. Really? Yep, so go find him later, okay? Later? Are you expecting me to not act right now after what you just told me? I jump up and dash outside immediately. Sumino, first of all, thank you for saving me that day. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I mentioned it, really, what I really want to hear from you is some answers. I was going to tell you everything after you woke up anyway, not only because I would owe you a debt of gratitude, but also because I'm now sure you couldn't have been the killer. Because the real killer would never risk his own life to save me like that. It is my deepest desire to find the person who killed my dear sister, and then smash their face in with a hammer over and over again until there's nothing left of it. Yet I am but a detective assistant. I do not deal well with the deductions, so I've decided to entrust this in earnest wish of mine to you. Have the utmost confidence that you have what it takes to bring the truth to light. I tend to do just that as soon as I get some answers from you. Now, first of all, why didn't you kill Darumi? What? You think the killer is one of us, don't you?
Yeah!
Kaguro's body was found, you and Darumi were the only ones not in the gym. Unless you were the killer, but that can't be right. Of course not. If so, from your perspective, only one other person could have been hiding in the storeroom at that point of time. None other than Darumi, yet you didn't go smash your head in with a hammer until there was nothing left. Why not? Assuming I see what you're getting at, and you're right. It's because I knew it was possible for someone else to have been my dear sister's killer. Because I saw a hidden exit in the storeroom, right? Not slowly in response to my question. Opposite the cockpit section of the escape pod lay here a heap of metal containers. When we moved the heap away, we found a large ventilation shaft. Is this it? Yes. Big enough even for Takemaru and Moko to pass through. You're quite right. Have you ever gone inside before? No, sir. Is Stuck my head into a shop but couldn't see anything in the pitch black darkness. When you realized there was a storeroom here. But day 10 I would say. My sister found the entrance first. She was the one who brought me here. After that, we would secretly visit this place together whenever we had some free time. Became something like a secret hiding spot for hours. Why didn't you tell anyone? I'm not telling you before because I thought you were my dear sister's killer. I'm not telling the others because, well, promise me you will not get angry. So my sister and I had intended to flee this place together in that escape pod. It's not possible. The door can be opened manually. We thought we could do something about that, but tinker with the control system in the war room. I sighed and continued the conversation. You kept this place a secret even after Kako was murdered. You told us about it. We'd be able to accept your assertion that Kako hadn't killed herself. I promised my dear sister that no matter what happened, I would never tell anyone about this place. She had tears in her eyes when she made me promise. I want us to live together in the Tokyo Residential Complex again, not just the two of us. But we have to get out of this place first. We'll be killed on one day if we stay here.
Yeah!
I believe I may have dropped the handkerchief at that time. I was putting it back into my pocket after wiping my dear sister's tears away. This place was our sanctuary. We didn't want anyone else invading our space, even after my dear sister lost her life. Felt like I would be disarraying her memory by allowing someone else in. That is why I told nobody. Watch tears start rolling down Ima's cheeks, and I wordlessly held out his handkerchief to him. Ima accepted the handkerchief and clenched it tightly in his hand. He squeezed his eyes shut, and for a long time after that, his shoulders trembled non-stop. After Ima had calmed down, we climbed back up the surface. Tsubasa was in the garage as usual when we stepped inside. Ima, your unusual sight around here, even more unusual than me being awake. I mean, I already heard about you from Nozomi. She's been going around telling everyone the news you know. Yeah, what's up? Just want to know if there's a recon drone anywhere around here with the lights and cameras if possible. Unfortunately, guys, this is where I'm gonna have to call it for today. I gotta start preparing, head out to work. I got a work day today. Fucking hell. But we managed to get 5 endings. 5 endings today. So that's a good spot. 60 endings, 40 to go. But yeah, with that, I wish you all a happy, wonderful Monday. I'll see you all on Wednesday for more 100 lines. See you around.